Boiis, what the hell are you guys wearing?
Oh, it seems like you didn't watch our latest special, Gant, because we have brand new Trash Taste merch.
That also got age restricted, so please buy the merch because we're making no money from that video. Please buy the merch. I basically lived in this the entire last summer. I can assure you, if you need a breathable, sexy Hawaiian shirt for your collection, this is it.
We also have hats and racing jackets as well, and a whole lot more coming out if you go to trashtaste.shop. But be warned, ladies and gentlemen, that these will only last until the 8th of May 2024. Write that down in your calendars.
So you got about 2 weeks, guys. Go to trashtaste.shop. Trashtaste.shop. Unfortunately, my Speedos weren't on sale. That's the me thing.
Maybe next time.
They might if you buy enough merch.
Trashtaste.shop.
Yo, that's changed the
Oh,
taste. That changed the
let's
taste.
Go! The best water temperature for taste differentiation is room temperature in our survey of water sommeliers.
You do not
The
go.
water sommeliers
You do
agree
not-
with me.
You
You're all
shut the
in
up,
your
Connor.
peasant
You
taste
shut
buds.
the
Have to have it
No.
ice cold.
No.
Me and the fellow sommeliers.
I am never.
Pause,
Pause
pause
for a second.
Pause. I don't fucking believe a single word from someone who calls themselves a water sommelier.
Yeah, you see my new underwear? I got chocolate brown underwear.
Yeah, I needed some new undies. They had a whole Final Fantasy VI collection, so I was like, I'll take your entire stock. These are legitimately some of the most comfortable.
No, bro,
Yo, that is
bro,
cold.
wearing the
It's
full
like I'm
Wish.com
feeling. It's
dress.
like I'm wearing nothing at all.
That is a problem. I want to
wearing
feel
Wish.com.
like I'm wearing something when
No,
I'm
it's
wearing
good.
underwear, man.
It's tight. It's snug around my balls. You know, it's nice.
If there's like too much space down there, I'm like, nah, my balls should not be swinging this much, man.
No, it's not loose. It's like it fits perfectly, but like the fabric is so nice. It doesn't feel like anything. It's like silk.
All right.
Please don't tell me that's the cold open.
That is the cold open now.
You just had to show off f***ing underwear, Joey.
I wanted to show people.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Trash Taste. I hope you are comfy in your undies, as we all are right now. I am your host for today, Gant, and joining me once again are the boys.
Hello.
And we have a special episode for you guys today.
Really?
Because we are going to be revisiting all our shittiest takes and putting ourselves on court. Now, as you know, Trash Taste has been going on for quite a long time, right?
4 years.
Has it been over 4 years or has it been 4 years?
Over
Almost.
200 episodes.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Yeah, almost 4 years now. And in that time, I think we've kind of changed as people, right? Right? Have you guys changed? No. Have you guys had any character development at all?
Yeah, I am
in the 4
worse
years.
now. I am a worse human being.
Character regression.
Yeah. What's the opposite
We
of
live long enough to see ourselves become the villain. You know?
what's the opposite of a redemption arc? This is a
recession.
a recession arc. Yeah. So in that time, we might have grown as people, we might have regressed as people, but some of our opinions may have changed over that time. We've had it before where we've said something outrageous on Trash Taste, and then maybe few weeks or a year passes and we might have reined in that take a little bit.
Oh, sometimes it's been a few minutes past and you're just like, oh shit, should have said that.
So we got our content producer to get us some of our takes, mostly from like season 1. And keep in mind, I can barely remember what I said on last week's Trash Taste or probably like 5 minutes ago, let alone what I said 3 fucking years ago or 4 years ago. So we got some of our takes from very, very early seasons, some famous, some not. And we're going to see if we have still remained that same person and if we still agree with the takes, which terrifies me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, God knows what I said 3 years ago.
I can already guess what some of these takes are going to be. I'm interested to see what else has come up though. So
I feel as
I
well.
don't think I've said any bad takes.
Shut up. I feel season 1 especially was when, because we were just kind of getting our foot in the door of this whole podcast thing.
Yeah.
And this whole format. So like, I feel we didn't really have anything to be afraid of. It's like,
do we still have something to be afraid of,
well,
Joe?
we've kind of learned to like, maybe we shouldn't say these things. But I just have this like weird memory of just like, I think some of the most just no brain unhinged shit that we've said on Trash Taste a lot of them come from kind of early on.
I feel like I've gotten more unhinged. As
You
it
think
goes.
so?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know what I've realized? I stopped doing this. I think halfway through season 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would just say outrageous
What
shit,
is season 2?
or just like I guess
Second year.
second year.
Okay, so are we just saying the years of seasons?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
I'm just making sure I understand that.
Yeah, season 2 would be episode 50 to 100.
Yeah.
I would have thought of this more like this set being season 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know how like when some TV shows they're like, oh, we don't know how the first season's gonna go. And then like people it goes really well, and then they're like, oh, let's just make 1 million episodes of season 2. I feel like that's what we're in.
I mean, we can do that too.
Yeah, we never really got past season 2. We have like a few OVA episodes, but
Yeah.
I remember I realized I would, especially early on, I would say a lot of outrageous shit, not because I necessarily 100% believe them, but just because I just
Because it'd be funny.
no, just because I wanted the other person to be wrong.
Oh, I see.
So,
Devil's advocate, right?
not even devil's advocate. Sometimes Connor would be arguing something, and I was just like, I just don't want.
No,
this,
I know.
I just
you
don't want
do.
this motherfucker to be right.
Yeah,
So-
I know you would. Yeah, you would argue. You both did this to me.
It's so funny.
All right, shall we get started then? All right,
Let's see. What horrors await
Okay.
in Trashbox Kun today?
Okay, okay, so well, this is I can't remember which season this was, but this is one of your ones, Joey.
Okay.
But let's start on the strong one, this one.
Okay.
Because I know you think Jujutsu Kaisen is still mid.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need
That's a shit take. Why is it in there?
we don't need to argue that one. We don't
Yeah.
need to argue that one.
Still agree with it.
All right. This one's a classic one, actually.
Okay.
I don't think yours has changed, Connor. I think actually mine's changed on this one.
Okay.
To me, music is just beeps and boops.
There we go.
And
see?
okay. So
Why do we have to start with this one?
This is right.
this is a classic trash taste one, and I remember originally I clowned on you for this one.
Everyone climbed on me.
Oh,
I
rightfully
think,
so.
I think Beeps and
No.
Boops won the hot take of the year.
Rightfully so.
That's right.
In the first Trash Taste Award. And I've let it simmer a bit. I've let that take simmer a bit for me. And especially talking to Kevin as well, when Kevin came on. Because who can be more of an authority figure in this industry than someone who makes this for a living, right?
Sure.
And I realized I don't really listen to lyrics.
Okay. I mean, I sometimes don't either if the lyrics are not worth listening to.
Okay, Joey, how important are lyrics to the music for you?
Depends on the music. I think, you can argue that a Daft Punk song's lyrics are not necessarily as important because that's not the main focus of the music, right?
Sure,
You don't listen to Around the World going like, oh, banger lyrics, because they just say Around the World 70 times.
Actually, that is. I would argue that is banger.
Okay,
They found a great line and they stuck with it.
you're just a Neanderthal.
No, I love it when he
You're
goes
just like,
around
say
the world.
it again! Say it
It's
again!
so good. I like one more time.
You went
too.
fucking Patrick Star there.
Say it again!
It's good.
You are Patrick Star in terms of music.
No, I'm right.
But sometimes if a song or say a song off an album follows a story, or if the artist is trying to convey some sort of message.
Give me an example.
Okay, let's say Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." Any song off of that, right? Or
Yeah, I think a lot of, like, rap music is
any
very-
Kendrick Lamar song, really, right? Like he's the kind of artist who obviously is trying to say a lot of things, is trying to portray a message, and a lot of his lyrics are very poetic and very meaningful.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say that every rap artist is like that. Look at fucking Gucci Gang by Lil Pump, that's just whatever, right? That people like that song because it's catchy, not because he's spitting poetry.
Well,
It depends. Sometimes I'm just like, I want to listen to the music because of the music. Sometimes the
I'll
lyrics.
put that with a caveat because I
Yeah.
put I guess hip hop and rap in a different kind of space in my mind because I'm
Sure.
like, okay, this is really cool spoken poetry. Basically,
Sure.
if you break it down, you're like, okay, this is really cool. A lot of this is based on the lyrics and the words. For me, when I listen to a lot of other genres though, when it comes to maybe rock or even fucking pop songs or whatever,
Yeah.
First time I always have this argument with Sydney. She can listen to a song and she immediately hears the lyrics.
Yeah.
It takes me even 20 fucking listens to a song before I even like start noticing
I could listen
words that are being said.
I could listen to a song 100 times and not know I don't know what they're saying. Yeah. I've never like listened.
You're listening to English music, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like I was just thinking about Foo Fighters. Like I think I listened to a lot of Foo Fighters. Like the Pretender. I think I've listened to that song a bunch. I have no idea what that song's about.
Dude, Foo Fighter lyrics are fucking amazing.
I have no idea what he said.
Dave Grohl is such an amazing lyricist.
Well,
can,
what's your
hum
favorite
along.
Foo Fighter song?
Oh, fuck. That's hard. Probably either Everlong or
I have no idea what Everlong
Monkey
is about.
Wrench or...
I don't know what Monkey Wrench is about. I don't know what any of these songs are about, but I'm like, oh, the sound is nice though. Like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I get to the chorus, I'm like, oh, I know this part. And then you get to the lyrics, you get to like the verse, and you're like, that's literally how it like translates.
Yeah. What's like Monkey Wrench about? What's that about?
Monkey Wrench?
Yeah, what's that about?
Monkey Wrench. Shit, that's a good question. I know the lyrics. I know all the lyrics to it.
Do you know what like breaks my mind every time? Sometimes I go like, I see a music video, a music analysis video on YouTube where they're like, all right, and this is why the lyrics to this song are genius. And this guy breaks down says like the verse of a song.
You talking about polyphonic?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't
That's
know
a
the
great
YouTuber.
channel.
Yeah, but every time you like present me with like lyrics to a verse of a song and you don't sing it, I'm like, I've never seen this before in my life. You know what I mean?
It's like the DNA of it. Like I don't recognize it in the spoken form.
Yeah, exactly.
It like as like sound, but even then, it's like I misremember lyrics all the time.
Yeah.
like I cannot.
Well,
remember
I
lyrics,
think that's
you know?
normal. I think that's normal for sure.
Even like when I'm looking at karaoke and a song that I know really well,
Yeah.
I'll see the words and then in my head I'm like, can I fit this in with the sound that I remember? And sometimes I don't. Sometimes I fuck it up, and I'm like, why do I not remember any of the lyrics? I just cannot remember any of it. Like, and then sometimes I listen to the lyrics and I'm like, this doesn't sound like make a lot of sense.
Do you think it might have to do with the difference of the fact that, you know, I'm like, you know, musically trained from a young age, and like, because I'm a musician myself, I might just be like, have more of a natural inkling to like look into songs deeper?
Nah.
Because you know, there is like that whole meme of like, oh, this is like a musician's band, like or a musician's artist, where like,
What does that mean?
As in like the only people who appreciate a particular artist or a particular band are people who are also musicians. Right. Because like they see and they understand like, oh, that's technically difficult to do, or that's impressive to like create.
Yeah.
But people who aren't musically trained and have no idea about music will just listen to it and go, that just sounds like a fucking mess. Why would I listen to that? Like that is true. Like I have experienced that personally myself with a lot of bands I like.
I mean, to me with music, I feel like I'm very surface level with it, right?
Sure.
To me, music is all about, it's all about the vibe, right? It's
I'm having PTSD from last episode.
But even more than...
No, I get it though. I totally get it.
Even more than like anime or like other pieces of media, where like film or something.
Sure.
Music to me is all about just a certain feeling or a certain vibe.
Sure.
I don't always know what the message is behind a song. In fact, there are some times where there's a song I really love, and then I see someone being like, "Oh, do you know what that song's about?" And I'm like, I have no fucking
Yeah, that was
idea.
like Pumped Up Kicks when I found out what that was about.
Yeah, same here, right? I thought that was just a catchy song.
This is a great song.
But you would have understood if you actually listened to the lyrics.
I think even if I listen
Because
to
they're
the
not
lyrics,
subtle about it. You listen, even the chorus is like, obviously it's talking about that.
I think I would go like, oh, that's weird. Anyway.
Better run faster than my gun.
So you're saying this, and
but
I'm like,
wouldn't think
I don't
anything of
recognize that.
I wouldn't think anything.
Better run faster than my bullet.
I get
Like listen to that, it's like, oh yeah, that's obviously about that.
Okay, no, when you say it like that, yes, it's very obvious. But when you hear a song, I'm just like,
I think like someone could like
faster, maybe. It like might as well be a guitar riff at this point. Like it's just like you're saying like you're speaking in Swahili for me. I have no idea what the fuck that means, man.
I think someone could fully like list all the crimes they've committed, and I would never notice.
Yeah,
like I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Well, that's like most rap songs.
I break in, enter. Okay, cool. That's like in COD, right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like you know, one of my favorites musicians growing up was like obviously like Michael Jackson, and for the longest time, one of my favorite songs was "Smooth Criminal," and for most of my life, I thought the lyrics were "Annie, are you walking?" And I'm just like,
Annie, are you walking?
And I had no idea what that is about. I don't even know who Annie is. I don't even know what that song is about.
What is the actual lyric?
Annie, are you okay?
Okay, good. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I thought I was dumb for a second.
Annie, first of all, why would he ask Annie? Like, why? Like, what is Annie in a wheelchair? And he's just like, Annie, are you walking? What the fuck?
It could be. I have no idea.
I mean, I have plenty of lyrics where I have misheard it, and I also, when I hear the correct one, I'm like, no.
I've had that
I'm gonna
before
hear
as
it my
well.
way. Thank you very much.
I've had like every time we go to karaoke, there's always like one song where I'm like, I know the lyrics to this, and then I read the words on karaoke, and I'm like, that's not the lyrics. Like, I know the lyrics in my mind. I have this argument all the time with Sydney where we have a song and we argue over the lyrics, and both of us are like equally wrong.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Just Google it, bro.
Yeah, just Google the lyrics.
Bro, just Google it.
But how often do you Google lyrics? How often do you Google lyrics, Connor?
If I was having an argument about lyrics, I think
I mean like in terms of like remembering what the lyrics to a song are.
Never.
Yeah.
No, it's embarrassing.
Well, see, because I like to do this thing where, like, you know, if I am listening to, say, like a new artist or a new album I've never heard, but I've heard that it's like, you know, maybe it's a concept album or it's like a story album or something, or even if it's not. You know, when I'm listening to it on Spotify, sometimes, you know, they'll have the lyrics on Spotify, and I like reading along as I'm listening to it, just to get like better context of what I'm listening to.
It's like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
No, but it's great because it's like, oh, okay, now I actually have like a better understanding of the song, and it's a banger.
Okay, here's my second problem, like with like lyrics to a song, right?
Yeah.
I've tried that before where I'm like, okay, maybe I should like try finding a deeper appreciation to the song.
Right.
So I read along with the lyrics, and a lot of the times I'm like, still don't really know what the song's about.
But that's fine. But that's the thing. It's like, you know, a lot of times when I listen to a song, I don't immediately get the meaning of it on the first go, because if the song sucks at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how deep your meaning is. The song still sucks. But if it's a banger, then I'll go back to it, and then maybe I might try and be like, all right, let's actually like try and. I want to know what the lyrics are.
I actually think that when I understand what the song's about, it ruins it for me.
What? Well, I mean, but like that's only like with certain ones, right? Like pumped up kicks, for instance. Did the meaning, when you learned the meaning of pumped up kicks, did that ruin the song for you?
Actually, I think the problem is whenever I learn the meaning of any song, all I can think about when I'm listening to the song is the meaning, and I want to just have the sound. I don't want to think about what it's telling me.
And look,
when I think about what it's telling me, I'm like, okay, I don't.
It ruins the vibe, right?
Yeah, because I want to zone out. I want to do other stuff.
Well, okay, but like that's the thing. It's like I think inherently there is nothing wrong with consuming music like that, because at the end of the day,
damn straight, no wrong.
If you like the fucking music, then that's cool. That's all it is at the end of it. Like, I don't fault anyone for, you know, being like, oh, I don't care about lyrics. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's how you like to consume media. It's like, you know, oh, I don't want to watch movies to like try and get the better understanding of like what it means. I just want to watch fun shit on the screen. It's like, okay, that's fine.
Well, it's not just that.
I'm totally okay with it.
It's like, because for me, I think that's why I find it so easy to get into music in a language I like never understood at all,
right?
Or even like, you know, a band like Sigur Rós, where it's just like I mean,
half the time there are no lyrics.
Yeah, their music has moved me in a way that few pieces of media ever have, and possibly ever will. And
I mean, that concert was fucking life changing, and they only sang like half the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, I did not understand anything. I don't need to understand anything, because the communication is in the beeps and the boops that they have created for themselves.
Yeah.
And to me, I think I've come around to be like, well, maybe the way you worded it wasn't the best way, but to me, you could have like the deepest lyrics of all time, but on someone like me, it is fucking lost, because you could make these lyrics which details some really tragic life event or some really deep shit, and it is going to be lost on me.
All right.
But even listening to shit like Pink Floyd, I only know some of the meanings of the song because people have told me the meanings of the song.
Sure.
But it's still like affected me emotionally. Listen to the songs just because I think like the communication, the language of music goes more than just spoken language in general. Of course, you could go that deeper level and find a deeper appreciation to what people are trying to say through the lyrics of their song. But to me, it's what I like about music is just my own gut feeling about what do I feel from listening to these notes that are being
and
played.
like I totally understand your point of view as well of like once you learn the meaning of a song, then it might ruin it for you.
Yeah, because I can only think about the meaning. I can't.
Yeah.
think about
But
the
like
song.
that's the thing. It's like, but I think it depends on the song, right? Because I think sometimes by learning the meaning of the song,
it
it
can also be
further
the same.
enhances the sound. Like, you know, take for example like Zombie by Cranberries, right? Like that song is like, you know, pretty. It's a great song, fucking
What's it
catchy
about,
as
by the
shit.
way?
But it's about the fucking war between like Ireland and Northern Ireland that's been happening for like the struggles. I think it's called
The Troubles.
the Troubles. Sorry, yeah, it's about the Troubles.
Oh, okay.
And like once you actually read the lyrics and then you listen to the music that is paired with it, you get so much more of an emotional like impact on
I
it.
thought it was about zombies.
No, it's not. It's about like a horrible war. Right? So like I think that's an example of where like the lyrics I think further enhance the emotions you feel towards that song. But then the opposite exists, like say like, you know, Turning Japanese. Everyone knows that song, but that song's about masturbation.
Wait, what is turning Japanese?
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese.
heard
I
this in my
really think
life.
so.
You've never heard that song in your
I've never
life?
heard this in my life.
Really?
I've never heard this.
All right, well, you're lost. But that is like one of the most like fucking famous 80s songs, right?
Yeah.
For the longest time, everyone was like, oh, it's just a fucking fun, catchy 80s song. No, it's about the lead singer being infatuated with Japanese girls and masturbating to pictures of them.
How is this something he's
that would
come out
ruin-
and said, or is it something
No,
that
if you read the lyrics, it's obvious.
Can we read the lyrics? Can we-
Read the lyrics to Turning Japanese
I want to read the lyrics.
by, what the fuck's the band
this-
name? It starts with V. The Vapors.
the
Yeah.
vapors?
Yeah.
I've got your picture of me and you. You wrote, I love you. I wrote, me too. I sit there starting, and there's nothing else to do. Oh, it's in the color. Your hair is brown. Your eyes are hazel and soft as clouds. I have to kiss you when there's no one else around. What the?
I've got your picture. I've got your picture. I like a million of you over myself.
Oh, wow.
I want a doctor to take your picture so I can look at you from inside as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
That's some serial killer shit, bro.
Yeah. I'm
This-
turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. It's literally about the lead singer masturbating to girls.
Bro, this some fucking
But
serial
when you
killer
listen
shit,
to the
man.
song, you're just like, oh, this is just a fucking catchy 80s
This
song.
is so catchy though.
Yeah.
It's so catchy.
But now that you know the
Never heard
meaning
it.
of it,
Yeah.
you'll never be able to listen to the song the same ever again.
I'd never listened to it.
Yeah.
So it's good today. Like,
So,
do you think are there deeper meanings to Daft Punk songs
around the world, isn't it?
around the world?
Yeah, of course there is.
look
I
up the
don't-
lyrics to Around the World.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
What is hard-
I don't know if there is.
What
but
what
I'm
is
happy.
harder, better, faster about?
It's about getting harder,
Yeah.
better, and faster.
Meaning. I would like to know if there is a deeper meaning. That's the lyrics I like, bro.
Now that's some quality lyrics,
Yeah.
boys.
Is it not a banger? You know.
I mean, it's a banger. The track speaks of where the mind goes at the most desperate and desolate of times. I mean, sure.
it's just about slips away to all but disconnect itself.
Sure.
Yeah.
It gets repeated almost 150 times.
Around the world.
Around
So is it about wait, what did the top track speeds up? Blah, 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 blah. So there is no deeper meaning behind around the world.
What a shocker.
What a shocker.
But that's fine because it's still a fucking banger
It is,
song.
it is,
It's a great
it is a
song.
banger song.
Not all music needs to have meaning. If anything, you could have, again,
Not
the
having
most...
meaning is a meaning.
Yeah, you could have the most like poignant, deep, like fucking like cerebral meaning to your song. But if
Yeah.
your song sounds like shit, no one's gonna care what the meaning of it is.
Yeah, but what if
So at the end of the day, what's the most important is your music does your music even sound good? Are people gonna actually fuck with your music? Then after that, if you want to add some meaning, go for it.
well, you've obviously written music before and you've written songs.
Yeah.
Right? What's your process? What's the process you've done when you've come
My
to like, writing
process
songs
is I
and,
just
lyrics?
like, well, for me, lyrics always come last.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, again, as I said, I need the actual music to sound good to
Yeah.
me. And
Yeah.
then after that, I can be like, well, all right, what are the appropriate lyrics to a song like this? Or, you know,
Right.
maybe I have something I want to talk about or whatever, right? Not that my music's shit. So it's like,
Well, you still went to do a creative process
I've made
to,
it.
Yeah.
to like
Sure.
to make music before,
Sure,
which
sure.
is I think a big thing, you
Yeah.
know.
But like, you know, for me, it's always like the sound of the song comes first. Because if the sound of your song sucks,
lyrics or not, it's gonna suck.
Right.
You know, so I think that's the most important.
The vibe comes first.
The vibe
right?
comes first, exactly. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why, again, I think my only problem with that take is, again, as you said, the way you phrased it.
I don't phrase it
I don't
badly.
think all music is beeps and boops,
All of
but
it
I
is.
do think some music is just beeps and boops, and that's fine.
To me, most of it is.
All right,
Well,
to me,
pick another one.
Fucking
Well, see,
Neanderthals.
you all eventually come around to my side. You all eventually turn.
Yeah, after I have a lobotomy.
Hey, you still coming around?
Sorry to interrupt you during an amazing podcast episode, but I wanted you to experience Trash Taste by snacking on only the best snacks that you can get your hands on. And so I'm proud to show off today's sponsor, Tokyo Treat. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack box where you get up to 20 exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks, including Japanese instant ramen and drinks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. Each month, Tokyo Treat has a different themed box where all of the snacks fit that particular theme. And this month's Tokyo Treat snack box is Ninja Snack Venture. Naruto fans frothing at the mouth right now. This cultural guide booklet here that you get with every single Tokyo Treat box contains a bunch of Japanese cultural information and explanations of each snacks, like the flavor profiles, ingredients, and allergen information. And just look at how many snacks you can get, guys. Oh my god, I'm gonna get fat. As the name of this theme suggests, the Ninja Snack Venture is full of all sorts of sneaky little snacks that will just make your way into your mouth whether you like it or not. For example, check out these orange Kit Kats right here. Uh-oh, the snack's making its way into my mouth. Chocolatey and orangey. Two flavors I love. And if you really want to get into the ninja spirit, check this little snack here out. All of this and a whole lot more can be found every single month with Tokyo Treat. So head on over to tokyotreat.com and use code TRASHTASTE at checkout to get $5 off your first Tokyo Treat order. That's TOKYOTREAT.com, code TRASHTASTE for $5 off your order. Thank you to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this episode. Back to the show.
All right, next one. Hey, this is definitely Connor's.
What?
I can't jack off to doujins.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I why the fuck would I want to jack off? What am I in, like the 1970s? Sorry, the 1700s? Jacking off to like
we did a whole doujin episode. Your opinion hasn't changed at
No,
all?
fuck no.
Really?
Why would bro? I can't jack off to a piece of paper.
No, it was more like
You're
still.
lost, bro.
It was more like still images, right?
Yeah, still
Yeah, I
images.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you made a flip book, maybe I can make it happen. But, like, it'd be a pretty fucking big flip book.
Okay, what's more important to you? Is it movement or is it sound? Because to me, I think
Who's jacking off to sound?
Yeah, okay, so here's the hypothetical. Would you rather watch porn blind or
blind.
deaf?
I think the barrier of entry would be significantly easier if I was blind, right? Because then like you just have to make audio, which I feel like is way easier than making visuals.
No. So
No.
hypothetical. You load up let's say you load up Masterpiece. Okay?
yeah. Would you rather
consume it completely blind but you can hear all the audio, or would you rather turn the volume off and just watch
I'd rather be blind so I can enjoy every Queen Bee hentai that has ever
Yeah,
been
but
released.
I literally just said, you guys were like, what? And I just said, you have so many more options if you're blind. Because the barrier, again, the barrier entry of making audio is so much lower than making good visuals, right?
Sure.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So you just said what I said, but then you were like,
What I was trying to get at is sound to you more important?
no, I understand that. No, I know, but I was illustrating a point that
Sure,
if you
sure.
wanted
Yeah.
more options.
Yeah.
To me, it honestly just depends. But if I had to choose one,
But you've cracked a
Maybe-
fat to a doujin before, right?
no. Fat. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
never. I would never be.
But
able to,
it's
like,
never
finish the
gone
deal.
beyond that.
No, because then, bro, it's like trying to get your laptop to like run World of Warcraft or something. It's like boning up. It's like the amount of processing power to get something done here is a lot, and we don't get the bandwidth for that. So my brain, of course, being the PC.
I didn't realize it was that big of a task.
Yeah.
Well, I have to like really imagine, and I don't want to imagine. That's just that's so much work. So I think I would go audio if I had to. Actually,
I don't know, man.
I think imagination is actually like in a way, imagination. It
I'm
takes more
fucking-
effort.
I'm building the bridge while I'm jacking. It's like the Wallace and Gromit scene when he's on the train, he's putting down the tracks
putting down the
as
tracks.
he's going, and I'm jacking one off as I imagine, and I'm making a plot. I'm like, it's a plot hole. Never mind, jack off through it, jack through it. You know, it's like I don't want to have to like do that. And doujins, I don't want to have to like go. Okay. I don't want to have to turn the page.
Yeah, okay,
It's
okay.
so much effort.
All
While
right.
I'm jacking, I was like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of work.
Okay. Hypothetical question, all right? Let's say we go back 30 years, all right? Internet doesn't exist anymore. We are our parents' age.
Okay.
Are you have a choice. Do you phone in on one of those little seductive
sex hotlines?
sex hotlines, or do you go get a Playboy magazine?
I'm getting a Playboy magazine.
You're getting a Playboy?
Yeah, I would get a Playboy.
100%.
Because one, very shameful having to call someone up and be like, you make me jack off.
Say dirty things in my ear, please.
Okay.
I think the
I don't know. What would you
the disconnect
rather?
between the magazine is acceptable, but also back then because your porn options are less.
Yeah, your porn options are way less, right?
You know, we've been spoiled.
We have been
jacking
spoiled.
off now. I need like the fucking stars to align for like the perfect plot. Like we could be picky about plot now. You know what I mean? You couldn't do that back then. It was like whatever fucking page 4 girl shows up. You're like, all right, I guess I'm beating one out to this. You know, what else are we gonna do?
Is it page 4 or page 3?
I don't know. I think it's 4 in America, 3 in the UK. I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Are those things still around?
I think some
What
of
are
them
we
still have
talking
it.
about? Playboys.
Yeah.
No,
they-
in the UK there was like a. I remember this growing up because I think it was The Sun. It was a newspaper, and on page 3 they would always have like a topless model on. And it
Wait,
was-
this is a newspaper, right?
this was a newspaper.
Well, it's very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a newspaper.
yeah,
A tabloid.
it's a
Oh,
yeah.
I
like
see.
Yeah,
I see.
And I remember that, and I remember growing up, it was like the closest thing I got to seeing any boobs for until the internet was invented.
Is it page 4 in America? Am I correct in thinking that? I feel like it. I
I
want to.
don't know.
That's surprising that it's like right near the front.
No, not the Sun. Just newspaper page 4.
Like, normally with that kind of stuff, it's like in the back, maybe, you know?
yeah,
But like, they didn't fuck around. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Huh.
yeah, I don't know if it exists in America, but this was a thing that definitely existed in the UK.
Yeah, I just made shit up.
Yeah.
No, I don't think,
did you-
we ever had that?
Point being, I cannot jack off to doujins. I wish I could.
Did you? Okay. Was
what you guys
was
did
the
with it.
first time you
I respect your
discovered
game.
adult content? Was that from like the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
Well,
okay.
technically,
Well,
technically it was from my friend's phone
Yeah, I was never
at
really
the
into
time.
Phone?
Yeah.
I also like. I mean, I knew there was the page 3 topless thing, but I'm also like, I don't really care. But then when I hear about like online, I'm like, this is kind of cool. I can just type it in. I can search.
This is kind of cool.
It's kind of neat.
I just thought it was cool because you could search for it. You could like type in what you wanted to see. I thought that was kind of neat.
No, it wasn't actually. The first time I ever saw a Playboy magazine
Yeah.
was when I was in like first year of high school. So I was like, what, 12, 13-ish.
Right.
And someone in our school had brought one. I think they might have like
Holy
stolen
shit.
They might have like stolen it from like their dad or something.
Yeah. I
But,
had
like
exactly.
they brought one to school.
I had
and then-
exactly the same thing at my school actually,
Yeah.
where they were like, "Yo," I don't think it was like Playboy, but it was like
Yeah.
an adult magazine.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like and it was like the fucking talk of the school.
Yeah.
That you know what fucking Jimmy has right
Yeah,
now?
all the kids like went to the bathroom and like huddled around and looked at this thing. I fucking remember that.
Yeah, guys did used to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, are those real boobies?
I remember a guy who had porn once on his Bluetooth phone. And it was in like 10p.
Yeah.
Girl-
That's what I was referring
the girl
to.
being
Yeah.
like railed in like 10p.
Yeah.
And it
He
was
had like his Motorola Razr. And it was like 120p. And it's like,
was like
I
a-
think I can make out some boobs.
It was I think everyone when I was growing up, everyone had the Sony Ericsson.
Oh yeah, the Sony Ericsson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a shit name, Ericsson. Anyway, shall I pick one?
Yeah,
Go
sure.
for it.
There's a lot in here. If it's another one of mine, I swear to God,
I think most of these are going to be yours.
I'm scared of wasting my time on anime and games.
Who the hell said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
It was me? I said that.
You said, Garn, I'm scared of wasting my time on anime and games.
Oh.
You watch the most anime
You
out
watched
of
the most
all.
anime out of all of us.
Okay, I must have said this.
I think Gon had the liberty to say this because this was during the
This-
time when I was still watching a lot.
This must have been during season 1 when I was just like, hey, I'm like an anime YouTuber. And we're just like Trash Taste is starting, and we're doing all this like new shit now. We're making like do you remember when we started Trash Taste, and do you remember like our first IRL recording?
Yeah.
I was like shitting myself during our. It was the figure special. Right?
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Like the first time.
It was so cute to watch. Because like Connor and I had already like finished our intros and we were waiting on Gone. And I remember just like
having a really hard time.
I remember,
right?
I remember just
You're
looking
struggling.
from the distance and I'm like, come on, God, you got this. You got this, man.
I think you kept doing like inside voice. It's like, I gotta do outside voice.
Yeah.
Because I remember halfway through speaking, I would always look at Sydney and be like, am I saying the right thing? Is this what I'm meant to be saying? Am I missing anything? Although I still think I am kind of like that.
No, you're a lot better now.
You're better, though.
I'm better now to like, okay, I'm going to finish my sentence before I actually start thinking, did I say the right thing? Because, okay, I don't know how you guys do it. I know it's specifically you, Joey, because because we all have like second channels now and everything like that.
Yeah.
I have tried recording second channel videos, like vloggy type, videos, opinion-based videos, without being on stream. And I find it nigh on impossible to do it. The reason I turn all my stream highlights into like different video ideas is because unless I have like chat there to make sure that I'm not like overthinking what I say,
right,
I will just like not finish a sentence until like I have like 5 takes.
Oh no, trust me. All of my videos, I'm overthinking, but I record them anyway.
Like I tried recording like a 15-minute video. It takes me like an hour and 50. It takes me like an extra hour to like record a 15-minute video sometimes.
I think a 15-minute video for me takes 20 minutes to
Yeah,
record.
my God. Normally 20 minutes, yeah.
Like just cut out the 5 minutes of silence and I just leave everything else in.
If you do something like that, I just find that writing like bullet points of roughly what you wanted to say.
No, even if I'm like writing bullet points, because
What
to
the
me,
fuck?
because to me, unless it's like a whole script, I'm like, okay, I know I wanted to say this, but I don't know how I wanted to say this, and I will sit there being like, what was it? How did I want to say this again? And then I realized that unless I have someone actually watching me, maybe it's like someone behind the camera, or like just like I'm being live streamed.
He's watching me.
Unless I have someone watching me, I just can't properly put my.
See, like I'm the
thoughts into
opposite,
words.
where like if I try to do like say like Japan news-based videos or any second channel content on stream, I get distracted by the chat. Because, like, not everyone in the chat is going to be, like, talking about the same thing I'm talking about or trying to bounce ideas off, right?
Yeah.
And then I will just see that one comment that is just, like, completely not on topic. And then I just keep going on tangents forever until I'm like, wait, what the fuck was I talking about again?
I become very, like, less coherent.
Yeah, I become less coherent too. Whereas, like, if it's just me, then I have enough time in my head to be like, okay, I know exactly what to say.
Yeah.
Just translate this to here. And then, and I can get it done.
See, that's the secret. I'm never coherent.
Yeah.
So that doesn't answer the question of why you're scared of wasting your time on anime and games.
I think I was scared that I just wasn't going out enough, and I was just like putting value in the wrong things. And I think Trash Taste made me open my eyes to be like, hey, maybe I should do. Because I think before Trash Taste, all I did my entire working week was sitting inside in an office and scripting, and occasionally going out. And now that I have Trash Taste, I get to go out to the office. I get to, meet you guys, and I try to go out more often as well. Nice. And I realize maybe anime and video games aren't the problem, because now I just want to play more anime and video games. But it was going out that made me realize and appreciate watching anime and playing video games more.
So you don't feel this way anymore? You don't think watching anime?
It's a balance, I think.
I think it's a balance. I think it's. I think with anything, because I think obviously in Trash Day Season 1, COVID was like a big thing as well.
Sure.
And I think I was definitely in a rut back then. And obviously what a lot of people did was just play a bunch of games and watch anime or watch movies. And now that we get to go back outside, do you remember like... do you remember when like the COVID restrictions got lifted?
And then they got restricted like last year. Finally, like the
Like
mask.
fully, yeah.
Yeah.
Like fully, but
Yeah.
like in terms of
Like the first wave, right?
in terms of like the first wave where
Sure.
you can just start enjoying yourself and start traveling around the world again. And like I was like, oh, I want to travel so much. And then we did like the first year of like Trash Taste traveling, and I was after that year I was like,
Well, that was our first tour, right?
that was
2
the
years
first
ago?
tour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I overdid that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I was like, I want to do nothing but
Last year for me and the year before, like the 2 tour years.
Yeah.
I like those are the 2 years that this year made me go, I ain't fucking going anywhere, dog. I'm playing all the games. I'm staying inside.
Yeah, Joe, okay. I feel like you've played even more games recently.
Oh, dude, like I finished like 3 JRPGs in the last month. But that's because JRPG players are just eating good.
Smoking.
This
Yeah.
month,
Copium.
Yeah.
you know?
Smoking.
So it's been great, yeah. Like all the games I've
players
wanted.
are always eating good.
No,
Yes.
no.
There's always JRPGs.
No, because like we had such like a massive stint during COVID, whereas like no like good JRPG.
Because all the people who were making JRPGs stopped making them because they were playing them instead. They all went, and they all went to
It's
watch
literally
anime.
like all of the JRPGs I've been looking forward to just all came out at once in February and March. So it's like that's why we've been kind of eating good. But like
Yeah.
now I'm like finishing up the last one I wanted to play, and now there's nothing else.
Cool.
So
All right.
I'll go back outside after that.
All right. Going
Time
back
to go
outside.
outside.
Time to get outside, touch
I
some
like going
grass.
outside.
Going
Going
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
Going outside is good.
Best part of the year. The singular time I go outside.
Ooh, this is an interesting one actually.
This episode of Trash Taste is sponsored by Shopify. Guys, when we started this podcast, did we ever think we'd want to open an online store?
No, absolutely
Never thought
not.
about
That was the furthest thing from our mind. But now we have our own merch brand that we are selling thanks to Shopify, guys.
Do you know why we use Shopify for our store? Because it's just so easy to do.
All because we were using Shopify.
Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to the, oh my God, did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Shopify is there to help you grow.
Whether you're selling scented soaps or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling. Shopify's got you covered. And Shopify even helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, 36% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms.
And you can sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Well, Joey, we don't just use Shopify for the Trash Taste merch. You use Shopify for nonsense as well.
I didn't know the first thing about running an online store or anything like that. So when I started Nonsense, I was like, well, we want it to be nice and easy to use and learn from. So Shopify was just the simple answer. And honestly, we're still using it now. Works perfectly. And it's been a great tool for us to help grow the business.
And did you also know that Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US? They do. And the Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklyn, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way, because businesses that grow with Shopify.
So what are you waiting for? Sign up for the $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/trash, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/trash now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. That's shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode.
So I think we made an entire episode around this.
Okay.
So it's not what one single person said.
Oh, okay.
The Dragon Ball fan base are the worst.
Oh, man.
Do we still agree with that?
No, I think we all changed our minds.
Okay, here's the thing.
I think we all agreed that My Hero is the worst.
Here's the thing. Okay, I think right now the worst fan base is Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Right?
It's
Right,
definitely
right now.
Definitely.
Wait,
top,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
I'd say definitely top 3. Yeah.
What do you think is worse?
What makes it worse? What makes it the worst?
They won't shut the fuck up about it.
That's just the memes of fire, bro. Everyone's...
Yeah, that's the big
Bro,
advantage.
that's like saying humanity is like the
Okay,
worst fan base.
who is,
Everyone is a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen.
who is what fan base is worse than the JJK fan base
Hero
right now?
Academia.
What are you talking about? They have no fan base
don't
right
exist.
now.
They do. Whenever I see them, I'm like, stop it.
Yeah, but they're like 10 years old.
They're like an endangered species now. They're like, let's. The last time I saw someone like talking about My Hero Academia on like any kind of social
It's
media
like a
platform.
legacy hatred.
It is.
I hate them out of respect.
That's such a power word. Legacy
It's a
hatred.
legacy hatred. Like, I know they don't.
This shit be generational, man.
Like, I know that,
Generational
I'm
hate.
like, yeah, I'm like what Dio is to the Jonathan bloodline. I am that to hating my hero. Yeah, even though we get so much shit from my hatred of my hero. People are like, when they hate on my hero again, I want to stop listening to Trash Taste. I don't know. I'm just committed.
Why do you hate the My Hero Academia fan base?
They haven't even done anything. I'm like Dio. I just picked the battle and I stuck with it.
It's just cyberbullying, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like Dio, you know, he Jonathan didn't do anything wrong, and Dio's been hating for years. So I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just committed.
So was,
But like, but I also find it funny how like for a lot of
it's because the memes weren't good.
The memes are dog shit.
What was there a
And
single
honestly, that
good
was
My Hero Academia meme?
No.
I can't.
But wasn't it
remember.
funny that at one point in time, like especially you were like talking like great shit about like season 2, for instance?
Did I?
Yeah,
Everyone was.
Everyone
yeah.
was. I didn't because I
mean,
never got
in order to
season
become
2.
a hater, you need to be a fan first, right?
Yeah, that's how you become.
Really?
The
I was
biggest-
never a fan.
No, but the
Bro,
biggest, it's true, it's true.
I finished,
The
I finished
biggest-
season 1 and I didn't continue it.
The biggest haters come from the fans. You know, the fans
Yeah.
that turn on it.
Yeah.
And I think that
I've seen your opinion on Sword Art Online, Joey. You can't hide this shit from
Okay,
me.
Sword Art is different, okay? But My Hero, I didn't even watch season 2.
I
You didn't even watch the best season then. Go.
Okay,
Sorry.
I
go.
do
boring.
think Dragon Balls are generally Dragon Ball fans. You know, can be the loud people and a little aggressive,
Yeah.
but also Dragon Ball's kind of ubiquitous and so much more.
Dragon Ball fans are interesting because they're
But there's so many tiers of Dragon Ball
yeah,
fans.
because
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fans are simultaneously some of the most annoying, yet some of the funniest.
Yeah, they are very
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball fans, I crack up from Dragon Ball, like fans talking about it or making memes about it more than most.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. They'll be like, this motherfucker, like, go ham for real. And then they'll have a clip and I'll be like, I don't get it, but I feel like it's funny. Like, the energy is funny.
It's like, yo, Cell is a generational hater.
I feel like as Dragon Ball fans have grown up, you know, it's like you said, we've gone from could Goku beat AIDS to you know, that's it's those
That's certified
it's
now.
those kinds of like power scaling things that started off
Yeah.
like giving Dragon Ball fans
The My Hero community would be too afraid to adopt such a meme. They'd be too afraid to allow such a meme in their ranks.
I think that's the thing. Okay,
respect
okay.
the Dragon Ball.
Do you think?
They'll
Okay,
let
let's.
anything. They'll let any meme fly.
Instead of being like Dragon Ball fans are the worst, who do you think is the worst fan base in the history of anime? Is it the My Hero Academia fan base?
Probably
Like
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail?
Yeah. Wouldn't you say?
Oh,
I mean, JoJo fans were definitely
JoJo fans were very
up there.
insufferable.
There was
for
like
a
one
while.
year. I think part 5. The year part 5 was airing. It was like the meme to be like, shut the fuck up about JoJo. Shut the fuck up. I loved it. It was great.
I don't know, man.
It was so
I'm
fun.
thinking back to like, 2015, 2016 at like the peak of Fairy Tail's popularity. And
Yeah.
like if you didn't say you liked Fairy Tail, you would have like entire internet movements of like, we need to cancel this man. He said he hates Fairy Tail. But that happened to me.
Really?
Yeah.
But
I remember the first time I said I thought Fairy Tail was so dog shit. There was literally like a campaign on Instagram and like a change.org account created to be like, cancel the anime man. He said Fairy
really?
Tail was shit. And I'm like, bro, fucking chill
But
out.
like, that's why I like Dragon Ball and JoJo's. I feel like the fan base they run with the jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I think Dragon Ball fans have learnt a bit more self-awareness. I think like 5 years ago, that definitely, I don't think that was that case at all.
Yeah.
But I think as the fandom, I mean, a lot of fans are like much older people now. I think there is a lot more self-awareness, and a lot of gym bros are very like into Dragon Ball
Yeah.
now. Because I think one of the most positive communities on the fucking internet are just gym bros, right?
Yeah.
All about self-improvement.
They looked at Goku and they were just admiring his games.
Yeah.
Bro.
Jujutsu Kaisen, the fan base.
It's getting there.
It is
It's just new and it's popular, so it's always going to
it's
feel
new
like
and popular, but the big difference I've seen with the Jujutsu Kaisen fan base is that their meme game is just top fucking tier.
Yeah.
that's good.
And I think this is what happens when the Gen Alpha generation are getting into like a mega popular, and it just like they're like, say what you want about new generations, their meme game is just like on a different tier to what any of us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Any
I'm
of us
saying.
can do.
Fairy tale. Have you ever seen a good fairy tale meme?
No.
No.
They couldn't even do that.
I've never seen a good fairy tale episode.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the fan base is annoying. They're not self-aware. They get way too butthurt when you shit talk their favorite show.
Right.
Can't even make any good memes that extend outside of the fan base, and it's just generally a shit show. Like you can't get any worse than that.
Bro, they're already dead, man. they're already dead.
So you're saying the
So you think fairy tale fan base is worse than Seven Deadly Sins?
vendetta against them, though.
What, fairy tale?
Yeah, fans.
Well, yeah, because they try to cancel this every time. Wouldn't you?
Do you think they're worse than the Seven Deadly Sins fans at their peak?
They don't exist.
No one has Seven Deadly Sins.
No one is a Seven Deadly Sins fan.
Seven Deadly
In
Sins
fact,
were like
the Seven Deadly Sins fans got rid of themselves after season 3 came out.
got rid of themselves.
Yeah, they were just like, actually, JK, I'm not a Seven Deadly Sins fan anymore.
You made it sound like they fucking
they
offed
can't.
themselves.
Yeah, they literally they offed themselves from being a fan base. They were just like, actually, you know what? I actually never liked it, really. JK,
It was crazy how the internet went from like loving that show to immediately 180 and be like, I don't know what this show is. I never heard of it. I don't like it. What the fuck is a Meliodas? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Apparently I read a thing that said initially Meliodas was designed not to be a perv, and then they added that in after the fact or something. Something strange like that. I don't know. But if it was true, it's the biggest fucking disservice.
All right, who do you think is the horniest fan base?
Wait, why?
Huh?
What is that?
Right now, it's the free run
Why,
fan
why,
base.
why are we talking about the horniest?
Right now, it's the free run
Because
fan
I,
base, bro. Come on.
because I saw a tweet the other day, which was just like, what would you rather have, a Chainsaw Man son or a Jujutsu Kaisen daughter? Because like,
I think I'd off myself.
Wait, what's that about a Jujutsu Kaisen daughter?
have you not seen the post where it's just fucking Nanami holding the hair and like the tweet blowing up and just be like, yo, yeah,
I did see the thread of like the thirstiest tweet.
yeah, the thirstiest
Oh my
Jujutsu Kaisen
God.
tweets, and
the
then like,
Jujutsu Kaisen thirst traps right now
and
are
it's just like,
insane.
yeah, like the fucking female fan base on just like fucking Gojo and Nanami and all of the male characters.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's
fucking scary to watch.
But also seeing the
What
male
the
fan base.
fuck? This is like an actual thing. What the heck? This is like a meme. Wait,
It's a meme.
how have I not seen this?
It's
Wait, I have not seen this. What the heck? This is great.
That's so good.
and it's just like
Jujutsu
that
Kaisen daughter or Chainsaw Man son. That post of the
The left one there.
the left one.
Go to the very
yeah,
left
because
one.
I remember there was that one tweet that went viral where it was a girl, like her
one, yeah.
husband. Her
Yeah,
husband was
her
like filming her, like
Yeah, he
going
was-
up to all the nanamis and like,
And
I
just
guess
like
enjoying it a lot.
and just like pulling their hair, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, I would have zipped.
Yeah.
She has better restraint than me. I would have zipped his pants down as that was happening." I'm just like, "Yo,
This is just like the yaoi paddle culture all over again.
yeah, right."
Oh
I mean,
God.
I mean, yeah.
It's wild to be behaving like that.
I
in
can't.
public.
I can't say that that's any better from how I've seen the Chainsaw Man fan base act towards fucking Makima.
Yeah.
Like it's like every time, I swear to God, every time Makima is mentioned during a live stream or something, there will be one person that just goes woof.
Yeah. And that's an insta ban on my chat.
yeah.
Both are equally as down bad.
Yeah, now that we say that, I think the worst fan bases are the ones that just make you take a step back and go, chill out. Like, actually chill.
we
guys are going too far.
We are pretty open with our taste in terms of like culture and stuff like that. Even there are some fan bases that even I see that I'm just like, whoa, that is damn, people are down bad.
Yeah.
People are fucking down bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People do some wild stuff at conventions.
Yeah.
I mean, convention culture has evolved, but at its core, it has remained the same.
I didn't know about this meme. That's so funny.
It's so cursed.
Would you say that the Black Butler fan base at its like peak would be better than these ones, or
Maybe I don't
No.
know.
You know what was the worst fucking fan base in anime? Hitalia fans.
holy shit? Why? You're so right. Actually,
They
oh my
were
god,
legitimately
I
the
forgot
fucking
about that.
worst.
Oh my god, that's
They were so bad, we all erased them from our minds.
There's probably a lot of people watching this that have never even heard of Italia.
Good.
yeah.
Good.
This we can move on. We have
That is
moved
a
on from
dark
the
period of the
Italia fan base
anime
for a reason.
fandom. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Who the fuck said this? Trash anime are superior because it's easier to watch.
Oh,
That's definitely gone.
I said this. I mean, I would expand this out. I still
Sure.
agree with this, by the way.
What a beta. Easier to watch. What are you talking about? You gotta,
Explain
like,
yourself.
Explain myself. All right. What is most of the media you guys watch?
The what?
What is most of the media you guys watch? Would you say it's like
YouTube.
top tier, fucking
Slop.
S tier entertainment, or is it like 90% slop most of the time?
Slop.
Yeah.
We love the slop.
I would say like, you know, a lot of people get up on me for being like, oh, why you fucking watch isekai, or why you watching this like shitty TV show? And I'm just like, most of the media everyone consumes is slop that uses like 2% of your brain power, you know, because it's just comfort food. Without watching the slop, it would make you appreciate the fucking Oscar-worthy media, films, TV shows that you end up consuming, right?
Sure.
You need to humble yourself sometimes. And sometimes humbling yourself is eating the equivalent of just a McDonald's chicken nugget, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but to say that it's easier?
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
You must have had this. Okay. You must have had this before, right?
Yeah.
You got like a night off and you're like, I want to put something on.
Okay.
You load up Netflix and it's just like, maybe it's like the newest Invincible season that's just been
Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
it's
oh
not
sorry,
Netflix.
Amazon Prime. Or just a new hype TV show that's come out and you're like, that's I don't really feel like that right now.
Okay.
And then you just scroll down and you like don't know what you're gonna watch. So you end up putting on the same fucking TV show or some like.
So wait, you'll see a good TV show and you'll be like, nah, I want bad shows.
Sometimes you're like, I don't really, because TV shows take like, especially good ones, they take like investment, right? Do they not?
I mean, look, for me,
You know what I mean?
For me
Am I
personally,
the crazy one?
If it's
Okay.
a good TV show, I just watch it.
yeah, for me personally, the only time nowadays I load up Netflix is to watch that good show.
Yeah, I just won't put anything on if there's
Yeah,
nothing
if
good.
I don't feel like, I'm not going to load up Netflix to watch slop.
What'd you watch when you're eating?
Just like YouTube.
Just YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like some of my favorite channels, or if like a creator I like uploaded a video, I'll watch that. Or
No,
like
normally
if I
So-
see
so-
something, in recommended that looks interesting, I'll watch that.
So exactly, some people's vices are like YouTube. Some people's vices are like shitty reality TV shows. Some people just want to end the day and watch 90 Day Fiance for like the 9th season. That blows my mind. I don't understand that.
that is slop.
It is the same slop. Sometimes,
But here's the thing: for me personally, the only reason why I know about shows like that is
Yeah.
because other people tell me about them. I don't sit down and watch 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch 90 Day Fiance, but I would watch a guy who's watched all of 90 Day Fiance. Give me a 20-minute abridged of the best moments.
Yes.
wait.
Because I don't want to watch 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
But I don't mind watching an occasional funny hee-hee-ha from it.
Would you watch something like Kitchen Nightmares then?
I've never watched an episode of Kitchen Nightmares.
Come on, everyone has like one trashy
I
reality
used
TV
to, but I
vice.
would never watch it full now.
Right.
I'm just trying to think, what is that trashy show that I would
Like
want?
everyone has like a trashy comfort TV show they like. They
Iron
like
Chef,
gravitate
I
towards.
guess.
Iron Chef?
Iron
But
Chef,
that's
dude.
not even trashy. That's just good
Yeah,
television.
Iron Chef is goated.
So I don't know, man.
I've never seen Iron Chef before.
That's because you're wasting your time watching fucking 90 Day Fiance, Gant.
I'm not okay. I don't want to watch 98
What's the
Fiance.
Japanese name for Iron Chef?
Ryori no Tetsuji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking great
Dub's
show.
great.
The dub is fantastic. My favorite dub anime.
I only watch one dubbed anime.
What's the name of the guy? He keeps going, Mr. Sasaki-san. Or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking, what was his name?
I don't know what his name was, but throughout the entire thing goes, Mr. Hiroshi,
Yeah.
why are they doing this? Well, I'm glad you asked, boy. They're actually preparing the fish in this way. It's so good. Such a good TV
It's
show.
such a good TV
Pete
show.
loves the show. Pete quotes this all the time. If you tell Pete, you're like, hey, can you say the
Oh,
intro?
that's Sakai-san.
Yeah, Sakai-san.
Sakai-san.
Yeah, Sakai. If you ask Pete to say the intro, he'll go over like the whole like 3-minute intro monologue. He'll say it. He just
And the guy, because the guy does the same thing. He always like goes up to the fucking steaming pile of ingredients, picks up a bell pepper, bites into it, and then looks into the camera. Like,
yeah, he's so dramatic. The host, it's so good.
I am Kitty. I don't know what he's saying.
I just realized I don't think I've seen,
It's so dramatic.
I think I've ever seen a single episode of this.
Can you show it? Actually, it's every Iron Chef ingredient, because it literally just does him being dramatic and then saying it. It's so funny. Every Iron Chef ingredient YouTube video.
Yeah.
That one.
That one. That one.
Damn, 8 minutes long?
You just watch a little bit.
Okay.
So dramatic.
I love this host.
Look at how dramatic this is.
It's actually the best show. What is that? Oh, takenoko.
Bro,
the guy's
look
so
at
like-
this. Oh, no, it's going to be great. Because every ingredient, he delivers it differently.
Yeah.
It's not always high. But I'm pretty sure you're getting it high. It's so good.
Banana.
It's so good, man.
All right.
So
all right.
good. You
Actually go
See,
to-
stop watching 90 if you want to say, watch some real television.
Actually go to TV, dude.
Okay, what do you guys count as trash TV then?
Just like reality TV.
Fiance.
Like the Big Brother equivalents.
I know people love Survivor, but I don't really fuck with Survivor.
I never, I don't know. Like, they played on TV in Australia,
Yeah.
but like, I just never watched them.
I mean, Big Brother, I could never really get into.
Oh, so
I don't know. Like, Big Brother was never my reality trash TV. I don't like to me. My reality trash TV was like Kitchen Nightmares. Anything Gordon Ramsay. That was pretty much it. Where I'm like, I know the formula. I know exactly how this is going to play out. I'm going to watch it anyway.
You had Gordon Ramsay. I had this motherfucker right here.
my favorite of Gordon Ramsay is when they just started adding him to like critique just random things. Like they did like Hotel Hell. He's just critiquing hotels. And you're like, well, yeah, if my bed had cockroaches in it, I think I could have said that this was shit. I don't necessarily need Gordon Ramsay to tell me a hotel sucks. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know why he went to hotels where
he had his own game show for a while too. He was
Did
a host
he?
of a game. It was so bad. Type of Gordon Ramsay game show host. He was like a host of a generic question game show, and it just didn't work. Bank Balance is a British game hosted by Gordon Ramsay. I think it had 1 or 2 seasons. It was just bad. It was like, look up 4.2. It was like him trying to be a generic TV host.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work because he couldn't go into the kitchen and roast the shit out of people. He's very good on camera, obviously. I mean, he wouldn't have got this far, but his strengths just didn't suit being a generic host, right? Like,
yeah. Okay.
He's much better.
Okay.
But that was because I think Gordon Ramsay owns the production company.
Right.
And I think so. He but I think that's why he's so successful, is that he's really smart.
Yeah. Okay.
Bang.
Yeah.
Next one.
Next one.
I skip all video game cutscenes.
That's you.
It is me. Yeah. I don't do this anymore. I don't skip all video game
What's what was there ever a point where you're like, was it because
What was the game that changed?
What was it? Was it Stream that bullied you into?
Yeah, I got bullied into it.
Rightfully so.
I got bullied into it.
What was the game where you're like, all right, this ain't so bad actually. This ain't so bad.
Yeah, it was kind of cool because I realized that when you don't skip them all, everything kind of makes sense. I was like, oh, it's kind of helpful. It's kind of cool.
That's kind of like saying like, when I'm reading a book and I don't skip like 7 pages, it kind of makes sense, you know?
Yeah, but I think, and to still to some extent, I reckon there's a lot of games where I can still skip the cutscenes and enjoy the game. Like,
Yeah.
because I think not all games need the cutscenes. Because I think some games, it's more about the gameplay for me still. But something like Final Fantasy or a JRPG, I think I could still probably skip.
What
all the
about- okay,
cutscenes and enjoy
what-
it. Just because the comp.
Yeah, but you won't be as invested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I could still enjoy it because like Final Fantasy VII, great story, everyone talks about. But for me, the one thing I really loved doing was just the materia system in the original was amazing.
Yeah.
And getting to like
Very
theory
much so.
craft builds with the materia was so fun.
Yeah.
And so I
How
think
many hours did you have to play before it, like clicked with you about like
Story?
No, not even a story.
That you were actually enjoying watching
the menu system when you were like theory crafting and all that shit.
And in 8, it sucked. I didn't like it in 8, even when I finished. I still didn't Actually, it was kind of fun, but 7, like when I realized the amount of combinations you could make is when I was like, okay, I'm like smoking that materia hype. I was like, yeah, I'm down. This is good. This is good shit.
Yeah.
But I think JRPGs, definitely I wouldn't skip the cutscenes anymore.
Yeah.
But also I realized that I don't, and I said this on another episode, I don't like voice acting in the cutscenes.
What do you mean? Wait.
Aren't you literally a voice actor?
Yeah. So for me personally, I realized the dichotomy of my life is that as a voice actor, I should love these things, but as a consumer,
why do you hate them?
I don't. For me, the games, I love being able to, and this may be a stream thing too, but even personally, like I like being able to read the scene at my own pace and like voice it myself as well. Which is something that's for stream, but even personally,
I'm like the opposite.
I don't like sitting there being like, all right, tell me. And they act it all out for me. I'm like, no, I like doing it myself.
I need that voice acting. I remember so obviously, I'm on like a big kind of journey right now with the Trail series JRPG. So the original, it took me like half a year to get through the very first game. Number one, because it's like a big introductory. But number two, it was so hard for me to like immerse myself in the characters because they didn't have, it was like an old school JRPG, no voice acting involved at all. And it was only months in that I find out, there's a patch where you can add voice acting to it. Right. And after I added the patch, I was like, oh my God, this is no longer like torturous for me to get through.
But like in some senses, I also have my own idea of how I interpret the character, which may be different from what the director has interpreted that character to be. And to me, that's actually like, I prefer being able to explore that dialogue given to me through the lens of how I interpret that character, which I can't do.
So what you're telling me is that if the original Final Fantasy VII had voice acting,
I would not like it. I would not have enjoyed it as much. Yeah.
Then maybe you shouldn't you shouldn't play the remakes.
Yeah, the remakes look boring to me. And then when I see the cutscenes, I'm like, no.
Okay, actually,
I like being able to voice it.
Actually, I do have a big, I had a big problem with playing the remake, and a lot of it was to do with the voice acting. Mostly because, I'm used to anime voice acting, but seeing like the lips not be like perfectly in sync with what the characters are saying, that like threw me off a little bit.
It's synced to the English, that's why.
No, the FF7 remake? No, it's synced to the Japanese, isn't it?
No.
They don't care about lip flaps in Japanese.
It's synced to the English.
Are they?
Yep.
Some of the voice acting felt so off.
16 as well was synced to the English. Same with Rebirth. It's all synced to the English voice acting.
Oh, because I switched to Japanese because like the English.
That's why I had to play 16 in English. Yeah. Because originally I was in Japanese, and I'm like, these motherfuckers synced it to the English.
No, yeah, because
there's less of a care normally.
No, I know that 16 was synced to English because that was like all British voice actors, and I think that was like written in English. And I really enjoyed that voice acting, but in the 7 remake, the first like 8 hours or so I was playing, normally I just want to like dull out and just not read and just listen to the voice acting. And so I had it on English and default, and it just felt off in some scenes.
Was remake synced to the English? Because Rebirth, the second game, is definitely synced to the English now.
Right.
Maybe have a cheeky Google.
Maybe, yeah. Can you check?
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like all the stories I've really enjoyed in the games I've played are ones where I get to like read all the dialogue, and
your mind just doesn't make sense. You're like,
No,
I do not like reading, except for the times when I have to read.
I mean, I guess because like I get to see all the interpretations.
Is it because you get to like control the pacing?
The pacing. I hate it when like, and I realize this is probably why I'm never going to play a Persona game. Is that like it's 50 hours of all voice acted dialogue that I can have no input on, and I don't get to like interact with that in any way.
Yeah, but the characters are sick.
But that's part of the game for me, is being able to interact in that way.
So wait, would the idea of Persona be more enjoyable for you if it just didn't have any voice acting in it?
Or if I could just turn it off?
I'm pretty sure you can turn it off.
But then that's also everyone. If I ever played it on stream and people were like, "Why would you turn it off? Why would you turn it off?" It's like, at least with Final Fantasy VII, the original, no one fucking because they actually did make there was a fan patch. Where they'd voice acted everything. And it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so in the remake, the lip syncs are different in both English and Japanese.
Oh, okay. Why did the voice acting feel so off then? I don't.
In English or in Japanese?
In English. So most people were okay, but sometimes, especially like there was some some scenes where a lot of the NPCs just sounded like off.
Oh, the NPCs, kind of sound off, definitely. But at least like the main cast sounded good.
Yeah,
Like Barrett's voice in English.
Like I played Super Mario RPG Remake recently.
Yeah.
What a fucking great game. Dude, it's so fucking
man.
it's so good.
Such
really good.
actually a go-to game.
It's like a 12-hour JRPG that
No
was
bullshit.
just no bullshit. Just a fucking banger of a game. No
Music
fluff.
banger.
Yeah, dude, music's great.
Gino.
And that was Gino, and that was so fun getting to do all the voices for that because
Yeah.
it's like it was like all written dialogue, but none of it was fluff, and it was just like straight to it, like
Yep.
comedy as well.
Yeah.
Square or was it just Square?
It was Square at the time,
Yeah, they just went ham.
Yeah.
And it's just a fucking banger of it. You should play it. It's really fun.
That's why it's a certified hood classic, man.
Dude, it is. It's although
doesn't have
the
any voice
ending's a little
acting in
long.
it. Doesn't have any voice acting. No, like I have played games without voice acting before, but voice acting just like for me, especially with story-based games, immersion is like a big thing.
Yeah, to me,
And-
for me, that's like I think you're like that Wojak with the head caved in. And you're like, oh, I need them to read it for me.
No, it's
What a weak JRPG
Wait,
player
wait.
where you need it read to you. I read it all, God.
wait. So you're you can't immerse yourself if you have voices playing, but you can't immerse yourself when you fucking jack off, and there are no voices to immerse yourself
I
in.
don't
and
want to voice my own porn. I'm just trying to beat off to my own performances, God.
You're like, I need this interpreted for me. I want to
you do
interpret
like
this
that.
myself.
Oh, yeah, I do like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to come.
I don't know, man. Maybe your porn performance is just weak.
Yeah, maybe I just don't got the direction. Yeah. So what's my motivation for getting railed here? I just don't really feel it.
Yeah, it's like-
But then also I won't read like if I find that like they're trying to world build with like they're like we found this note in a thing and it's got like nothing to do with the main story and he's trying to tell me about this village. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not reading that shit.
No, that's great. That's like YouTube lore videos for me.
Yeah, I want someone on YouTube to tell me what's important, and what's not.
No, because okay, there's this thing in Mass Effect where you go into the menu and they have like the whole world history of like every war and like the breakdown of like every race in Mass Effect, and there's like a narrator that like narrates all of it for you. And I spent like hours just in that menu, just like, because it was basically like a YouTube lore video where it was just like one guy being like, and then this race got into war with this race, and this war lasted, the first contact war lasted 100 years before the, and
then
like,
the Fremen took over.
yeah, and to me that was like super fucking
That
interesting.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's like a good way to handle it.
Yeah.
I think whenever I get up a collectible in an RPG, I'm like, yo, and then like a journal entry. Okay. I'm so like, no, fuck off. No, fuck off.
Or where it like tells you like the lore behind the item.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Or they're like, this village 5,000 years ago had it. And it's like, I don't care. That's not now.
Wait, but you didn't feel that way when they do it in like Dark Souls?
What do you mean?
'cause that's
by
what-
the way, I've never played a Dark Souls.
Okay, because
I've never
that's
played
one of the
Elden Ring.
few ways that the game actually like tells you about the lore.
No, but
It's through
again,
like item descriptions.
yeah, I mean that's interesting in like small
Yeah.
doses, but as it's so hard.
Oh, when
you're-
it's stacked on top of a
when you
bunch of lore.
when
and
you're
everything?
trying to play when you're trying to play Dark Souls and you're
Right.
getting your ass destroyed for like 4 hours in a boss fight, and then you pick up a vial and they tell you about something. You're like, I forgot what I found out. Like, I don't remember any of the shit I was told.
That's
to
fair.
tell. I was fighting for my life, but I'll watch a fun YouTube video where some guy painstakingly assembled all the lore and figured it all out and explains it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is great. Like, I'm down for this.
Sure.
But with JRPGs, I really like that. Final Fantasy VII, got straight to the point. Really, really excited.
Yeah.
And I really, hopefully, by the time this is out, I might have played Chrono Trigger. We'll see. If I
Yeah, I want to play Chrono Trigger as well.
I really want to play.
I want to talk about Chrono Trigger with you guys.
Yeah,
because it's the as I think someone once said, it was the original Weebs game.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Weebs before
Okay.
the new Weebs.
What would you say?
The real Weebs.
The Super Nintendo
yeah,
Weebs,
the Weebs before it was cool.
I don't think we have we ever talked about this. What is your favorite video game story? Like top 3 that come to mind.
Fucking
Of
Modern
all-
Warfare 2, mate.
Of all
no
time.
Russian.
No Russian.
Soap
No
me-
Russian.
Soap me fucking Travis, mate.
Just remember, no Russian.
I don't know.
Probably Earthbound is up there for me.
What's the story of Earthbound?
Story of Earthbound?
Yeah.
Story of Earthbound is
I've never heard Earthbound in a conversation on best narrative of all time.
I just think it's a really solid one, and I think it like enhances the gameplay because it's like basically meteorite comes down onto Earth, lets loose a bunch of like alien forms, and then There's a super powerful alien called Gygus who is trying to destroy all of humanity and the entire universe and space and time and everything. And it's up to Ness and his friends to try and destroy them. But along the way, you just encounter so many different characters and so many different worlds and times and stuff like that, that it just like perfect. It's like it's not overcomplicated, but it's just a nice, neat little package with a big ribbon on top. And it's like, yeah, this is great. This is a fun, immersive experience.
Narrative driven.
It is narrative driven.
I don't know about the best story, but I thought
I don't, your favorite.
my favorite.
Favorites.
I played a lot of games.
Yeah.
I like the original Halo series a lot, even though it's kind of dumb. I love
Final
it.
Fantasy VI is up there for me as well. One of the best stories.
Does Halo have a good story?
Yeah,
I've heard Halo is a good story.
I played up to Halo 3.
yeah. The original 3 is good. I thought Reach was really fun too. I like the story in Reach. I think Undertale has a great story. All memes aside, I think Undertale's actually a banger.
Okay, I've heard Undertale. I mean,
Well, you know,
I think
it had to come from somewhere.
I think you can tell what media has affected people a lot in this day and
Undertale's
age
a fucking amazing
by
story.
like the meme
It is a great
game. A lot
story.
of the times, the meme game is directly proportional to how effective that piece of media is to an
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
Mother 3 as well is also amazing story, which Undertale took a lot of inspiration from.
Yeah, I don't know what game stands. I think Undertale's the first thing that came to my mind.
I mean, it's a fucking great
But
story.
it's so good.
It's such a good story.
And all memes and internet side, it's
Yeah.
just a great
No,
story.
honestly, it's a great story. Great game.
Yeah,
It's just the fan base.
Well,
as it
They've grown up.
always
They've
is.
grown up.
They've grown up like the dragon, like
They're
Dragon
the
Ball.
Dragon Ball fans.
all right,
man,
let's continue. John, this episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Did you ever read the fine print that appears when you start browsing in incognito mode? It says that your activity might still be visible to your employer, to your school, or your ISP.
What? How can they even call it incognito at that point?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. To really stop people from seeing the sites you visit, you need to do what we do and use ExpressVPN.
Think about all the times you use Wi-Fi at a coffee shop or at work or even at your parents' house. Without ExpressVPN, every site you visit could be logged by the admin of that network. That's still true even when you're in incognito mode. I mean, do you really want your boss or parents to see what kind of stuff you've been looking at? And I know what kind of stuff you've been looking at, all right? What's more, your home internet provider can also see and record your browsing data. Ew, gross. I've been using ExpressVPN now for a couple of years, and honestly, it's absolutely fantastic to use.
And ExpressVPN also works on all your devices, and it's super easy to use. The app literally has one button, you tap to connect, and your browsing activity is secure from prying eyes.
So, stop letting strangers invade your online privacy. Stop that. Stop
let them.
that.
Why would you
Go
let
to
them?
expressvpn.com/trash taste. That's expressvpn.com/trash taste. And you get an extra 3 months for free. That's expressvpn.com/trash taste.
To learn more, back to the episode.
伝説の軍人ファントムレイブ
It's like the Yakuza 8 one where it's like I skipped this Yakuza 8 cutscene and now I don't know what's happening, and it's just Ichiban talking to like some random dude on the street, and a guy decides to skip the cutscene, and then it just immediately goes to like a Mario Kart clone. And he's like,
I've seen that one.
and he's
I've
like,
seen
what the
that one.
fuck is going on?
I saw the Subway Surfers clone too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what I can't wrap my head around is like when you do it during narrative-driven games. Because I saw that meme during during a Spider-Man 2 cutscene.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so much about the narrative.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
why
like the
would you
main
skip the
crux of the
cutscenes?
game.
Yeah.
I saw which game had was it? Oh, Tales of what was it? No, fuck. What was the game? Grand Blue Fantasy.
Yeah.
When you skip the cutscene, it would give you a summary of what the cutscene was.
Oh really?
Yeah, I noticed because I skipped the
Oh.
cutscenes.
I didn't, so I never saw that.
Yeah, when you click, you should see. It should show up. You got to cutscene skip. You got to type that in.
Yeah, cutscene skip. Oh yeah, no, it says right. It's right there.
Oh yeah, look at that one.
Yeah, that third one there. Oh,
And people called it video game donkey mode. As Twitter coined the term.
that's actually really neat feature.
You know what? Actually,
That's a neat feature. I like that.
That is a good feature. Because
everyone's happy.
Because I will say it hits every demographic.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pivot back. to the skipping video game cutscenes.
Okay.
I think there should be an option to skip video game cutscenes, like the Grand Blue Fantasy option, because the amount of nothing cutscenes that I've had to sit through in Genshin Impact is like, it's okay. Maybe I'm the one that's changed my mind, all right?
Yeah.
There are some scenes in JRPGs that do not need to be there or just like very, very bloated. Sure. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
And sometimes, obviously, there are, some fucking massive scenes, but sometimes you're in a conversation and you're like, I don't really care what this conversation with this NPC. Just give me the cliff notes. Yeah. Actually, this is
just give me the goddamn side.
I also hate when I know this is not that much of a problem anymore, but some games still try to do this where like there's no built-in pause feature during a cutscene.
Oh, right.
Because they're gonna fucking get the door or something, bro. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, give us a pause scene if we can skip cutscenes. Maybe not like entire cutscenes, but at least like dialogue scenes. You know, at least like dialogue scenes.
Isn't that all scenes?
No, because a lot of cutscenes are like just action based.
Okay,
like pre-rendered ones.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Come on.
Right.
Next take, boy.
Boy.
I'd rather watch movies at home versus the cinema.
So whose takes this?
I think this is me and Gaunt.
Yeah, I think this is mine and Joe's takes
morons.
when we talked about movies.
This stemmed from the fact that this morning we saw an article that said new research suggests that 2 out of 3 adults would rather watch movies at home than in cinemas.
Pathetic.
And we had a perfect data set right here.
How far away is your closest cinema from your house? Like, is it convenient?
Like walk?
Yeah, like walk or a...
I can't walk. I need to take like a train.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's like 20, 30-minute walk.
Yeah. But that wouldn't stop you, right?
20-minute walk? That's not bad at all. No, it wouldn't stop me either. I'd go.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't stop me either, but...
20-minute walk and you can't go to the fucking cinema.
I just gotta be fucked sometimes, you know?
What the fuck?
It's an effort.
You get to get a walk in. You get to watch something on the big screen.
I don't know. I feel like...
No, I walk to where the cinema is. I just don't go to the cinema.
A recent article just came out. It says 2/3 of US adults would rather wait to watch movies on streaming. And this is... by total coincidence, we somehow have the perfect...
We have 2 of 3.
I just can't understand why you wouldn't want to watch something the way it was meant to be watched.
There are certain movies where, okay, I feel like you have to watch in cinemas. Dune, for example. Dune 2 being recently released at the time of filming. I'm like...
I will definitely watch that in cinemas.
But you didn't watch Dune 1 in cinemas.
I did not watch Dune 1 in cinemas. Not because I was like...
Wasn't big enough for you yet?
Huh?
Wasn't big enough for you yet, huh? Don't appreciate cinema?
I think I was just like busy. And I was just like, I'll get to it. And
that's how I was with the Slam Dunk movie as well. I was like, I'm definitely watching that in cinemas when I get around to it.
Exactly.
And then I never got around to it.
With Dune, it wasn't like, I'll wait for this to come out at home. I was like, that was just pure laziness.
Yeah,
on my
it's
part.
like, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah. But like, I think the big thing was like, I knew this was like the build-up movie. So I'm like, just
what the fuck? Yeah, but like Dune 2 wasn't even announced. Like Dune 2 wasn't confirmed because they wanted to see how Dune 1 did. So you not going to the cinemas could have never have gotten Dune 2.
It was called,
I'm helping.
It was called Dune Part 1.
Yeah, but
why would they say a Part 1?
It was literally Warner Brothers pulled out. They were originally, it was a deal. They were going to do both films. They were going to shoot them at the same time. And then Warner Brothers was like, actually,
let's test the waters.
Let's see how number 1 does first.
Did they actually do that?
Yes.
I had no idea.
This. So you not going to the cinema, Garn, potentially robbed us of Dune Part 2. I'm trying to help the fucking movies. I'm trying to reward fucking good movies. This is why I don't go to the cinema.
We need to put the I vote.
Yeah,
this is why I don't watch fucking Marvel movies anymore. I don't want that shit in the cinemas.
Come on, that doesn't fly when you watch every movie in cinemas.
Yeah, but I stopped watching Marvel movies. So I don't
like Marvel movies though.
Yeah, but like I want all movies to keep being made. I'm like, please keep making these.
But I think that's the thing. For me, it's like the films for me that make me go to the cinemas are the ones where it's like, I actually want to watch this. You're the kind of person who goes to the cinemas and just goes, let's see what's playing.
Yeah, it's a relaxing experience.
I don't do that. For me, the time I go to the cinemas where I'm like, this is a movie I have to watch.
Yeah, like, that's why I watched Avatar in cinemas. I think that was the last movie I watched in cinemas, which was Avatar.
That was so fucking long ago.
That was 2 years ago. No, it was 1 year ago.
No, it was like 1 year ago.
Oh,
right?
the newest one.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you meant the first one. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No, there was a new one that,
That was like
got
10
released.
years ago.
No, it was.
You're
was
talking about Avatar 2.
Yeah, I was talking about
okay.
Avatar 2.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, this is a movie I need to go out and watch in cinemas,
Yeah.
right? Same with Dune right now, which is why I'm like, okay, Dune 2, I regret, because I do actually regret not watching Dune 1 part
You have
1.
to watch Dune 2 twice to make up for it.
Maybe I will. I've heard it
You
slaps
do.
a lot. I heard it slaps
You
a
have
lot.
to go and watch it twice
But
to make up for
yeah,
your
I'm
sins.
watching Dune 2 this week. But that's a movie specifically where I would like to experience that in cinemas.
Yeah.
Most of the movies I watch, I'm like, I do not have any want or drive to need to go out to cinemas to watch
I'm the
this.
same.
I'm fine waiting to watch this in the comfort of my own home. And for me, that is like a lot of movies. You know, that is unfortunately a lot of movies where
I like the luxury of just knowing that if I need a piss in the middle of the movie, I can pause it at home.
that's the reason. Joey.
Yes.
Joey,
Bro, what is your, what is your bladder, dog?
Joey.
Because my bladder is the size of a fucking peanut.
Just don't drink.
And
Just
I
don't.
literally can't drink during a movie, which sucks when the movie is 3 hours long. And by the end of the movie, I'm just like,
I don't even know how long Dune 2 was because I was just so enthralled that I never wanted it to end.
Yeah, I mean,
I
but
don't
that
know.
like to me, Dune is an outlier. How many movies are
Willy
like
Wonka, I didn't go piss.
2 hours 46, almost 3 hours.
It's amazing.
like how many movies would you say are on the same experience as something like Dune? Then that you were like,
John Wick, part 4. Actually, all the John Wicks were as good as this for me.
I didn't watch that.
Which you also didn't watch in the cinemas because you're a piece of shit.
I had a great experience.
You did not.
I had
You
a
did
fucking
not.
great
No, you did
experience.
not.
I had a great
You did not.
experience.
I watched
at
the
home.
first one at home.
I'm just
You're
saying
all
that shit. That shit
You're all
slapped at
bastards.
home,
Pretty
man.
good.
That shit slapped at home.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my couch.
we are not the same. You watch movies. I enjoy cinema. We are not the same. Okay, we are not the same. you Goo Gaga
Absolute cinema.
watch. Yeah, cinema. God. I enjoy cinema. Oppenheimer.
Is that
cinema?
why you
Oh,
skipped
actually,
cutscenes?
no. Okay, last movie I watched was Oppenheimer in cinema, which was
It's also coming out in Japan like next week.
which was an amazing amazing
Yeah, I saw that in
cinematic
cinema.
experience.
I'm gonna watch it again in Japan.
Yeah.
because I want to watch it again. I just think it'd be fucking hype.
You think so?
I think the last one was the
it
last
amazing.
movie
I want to watch
watched
it
in
again
cinema.
because it was so good, and I didn't watch it in IMAX, so I really want to go watch it in IMAX.
How many movies have I watched in IMAX? I think I've only seen one movie in IMAX, actually.
You should watch Dune 2 in IMAX.
For the first time?
It doesn't make like an incredible amount of difference, but like I think it's
don't
some
know
of the
if-
shots look amazing.
I don't know if I like IMAX.
That's where you sit. If you sit right near the front, it's like, oh wow!
It's like-
I love Arrakis. I really
remember-
feel like I'm there.
I remember watching the first Star Wars remake, not remake,
Number 7?
Number 7, yeah, Star Wars 7, because a mate dragged me and he was like, we got to experience in IMAX. And it bothered me that I couldn't see everything that was going on at once.
You were just like-
I'm like, I get it. The whole deal with IMAX is like, it stretches your peripheral vision.
Yeah, either IMAX or go to the the theater in the one in the Kabukicho Tower where the escape room is.
Yeah.
There's some really famous composer designed the sound system there. It's really good. And all the movie, I watched Super Mario movie there. Peaches, when he started singing Peaches in that song, my fucking core was being shaken.
I saw Super Mario Brothers in cinemas.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
hearing Jack
Actually,
Black.
maybe I have watched more in cinemas than I
Yeah.
realized. Yeah, I watched that in cinemas.
I watched the Napoleon movie in cinemas
Yeah,
as
me
well.
too.
I could have
Right,
watched.
Joe, we're tight. We're
Yeah,
tight,
see,
baby.
I
We're
enjoy
tight.
cinema.
You enjoy cinema.
I could have
You
watched.
enjoy your slop.
I
Go watch
could-
the Meg 2. Go
I
on.
could have watched Super Mario Brothers movie at home.
Yeah,
I
you
must
could
say,
have, yeah.
I must
You
say.
could have.
Yeah, you could have.
But
I wasn't arguing.
I don't feel like I would have lost anything
No.
watching the
No,
Mario
you
Bros
wouldn't
movie at home. I'm just saying the only reason I went to cinemas is not for the cinematic experience. It's
To be
just
fair,
it's just
though-
because I was like, well, I just want to see it, you know.
Yeah.
To be fair, when he sings Peaches, it was pretty hype at cinema. I was like, this is fucking great. I was actually laughing. I was like, this is great. This is
The
so
only
good.
time he'll listen to lyrics.
I can't wait for I can't wait for Jack Black as in Minecraft. Have you seen this? They keep teasing Jack Black in Minecraft.
Yeah.
No,
He's in the Minecraft movie. And he sings in it.
Yeah.
Okay, you've sold me.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That's all I needed to hear.
The other one that keeps fucking blowing my mind as well is that like Elijah Wood is playing as the Green Among Us.
Yeah, Jack
the
Black,
Among Us movie?
Jack Black will play the lead
Wait, there's an
role of
Among Us
Steve.
movie?
Yeah. And Elijah Wood is playing
You're
the
fucking-
Green Among Us.
Oh my fuck.
But Jack Black is playing Steve. Say no more. Like, I'm sold. Like, especially if he sings in it, it's game over, bro. That movie looks great.
What timeline are we living in? Jesus.
The best timeline. I think any movie that would have been mid, if you put Jack Black in it, it suddenly becomes a fun movie. Like a great fun movie.
That's true, but that's always been true for any Jack Black.
I mean, that's why they put him in
Comedy
Boiis
That's
films
why they
as
put him in
well, right?
everything.
I
Yeah,
feel
they put
like
him in
I feel like now we're just
go.
like we've this is the new age Adam Sandler movies. You know what I mean? Like
No.
we've wondered where
Put some fucking
we've
respect on his name.
What are you talking about?
No, go and watch the Meg one.
Wait. I put some respect behind whose name? Like
Jack Black.
Jack Black or
Jack
Or
Black.
Adam Sandler.
And Adam Sandler. He also makes great.
I'm saying like with the new meme movies, like remember when we were like, I think we had a discussion about where the fuck have modern comedy movies gone? You know,
Yeah.
like Adam Sandler movies.
the DVDs died.
Yeah, DVD dies. DVDs have died, but now I feel like that space is now gonna get occupied by, hey, let's just make a meme internet movie that
I can't wait to see the Among Us
That's the
movie.
new comedy. Yeah.
that's the new like, and like I said, the new Adam Sandler movies. You know, where it's like, oh, what IP are they gonna milk next? Oh, okay, Roblox. All right.
I'm down.
Oh, they got the Among Us movie, which is like, I don't know what the fuck that's going to be about.
Yeah.
But
Is that gonna be a comedy movie or a
but
horror
fucking
movie?
Frodo Baggins is in that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Frodo Banks.
Is Chris Pratt gonna be in it?
probably he's the Red Among Us.
So yeah, I mean, but that's that. So what's the next thing that we're pulling out, Joey?
All right, what do we got?
This episode of Trash Taste is sponsored by Honkai Star Rail. Guys, I am excited because I get to tell the boys about Honkai Star Rail, which is now going through its 1 year anniversary. Did you guys know that?
Has it already been 1 year?
It's been 1 year, and they've just dropped one of their largest patches yet with the 2.1 update, updating their Penacony storyline with new characters, new gameplay, and it's just one of the best storylines yet, honestly, as someone who's played it.
Well, I also heard, Gon, that in version 2.1 there'll be a new main storyline with a plethora of new gaming experiences waiting for you, such as 2D racing games, movie making, monster lounges, fever time combat activities, Cosmo Odyssey, and more.
That's too much! But I know what you gacha gamers like. You like free stuff, but
Yes, they do.
thankfully, Star Rail has got you covered. You get 30 pulls. Yes, you heard that right. 30 pulls just by logging in.
I mean, there's got to be maybe a little something extra for me to, really want to get logging in.
But let me tell you what exactly you're going to get, Connor. A free
Ooh.
20 pull is waiting for you. Log in for 7 days
okay.
to receive 20 Star Rail special passes for
Wow.
free, boys. They can be used to pull Acheron or Aventurin. By logging into the game, you can even claim 1,600 Stellar Jades, which is 10 pulls via mail.
Yeah, right now, Adventurine is on banner, and he is one of the most OP characters right now, guys. If you just want infinite shields and this sexy goddamn guy, go pull for him right now.
So if you haven't already started playing Star Rail, then you just found out a whole bunch of reasons why you definitely should. Hit the link down in the description below. Check out Honkai Star Rail right now.
Back to the episode.
Among Us, the movie 2000. What is that?
I don't know what that is.
I think that's just
Like a meme.
That's a
That doesn't-
different
I don't
one,
think
yeah.
that's. It's only got 37 votes on it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. You can't be real friends unless you meet in person.
Ooh, I think this was like a super early episode that we talked about this,
I think
right?
we've talked about this topic a couple of times actually.
I mean, it's obviously a lot more nuanced. Than that.
Yeah.
But I think the
definitely.
underlying concept I agree with. I think to form a real friendship, one that like really stands the test of time, it requires you to have met the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
agree.
The more people I talk to now, especially with like online content creators, I think one of I've heard of a lot of beef going on behind the scenes with online content creators, with people after they have talked online, the vibe seems to be good, and then they meet IRL, and then that's
It's
where
completely different.
you think about where the tensions always started, and it's always like, oh, someone has a weird quirk or weird
I was
way.
friends with the person on Discord, and then we shared a hotel room together, and then now I'm not friends with them anymore. You hear that so many goddamn times in the creator scene, and it's because like, yeah, you're making. It's almost like, you know, you can like pick and choose how you want to be seen.
Yeah.
When it's an online friendship, because you have more control over it.
Yeah.
Whereas online, or rather in person, it's kind of more difficult to do that because it's easier to get a vibe check on someone and immediately being like, oh, okay, you're not the same person I was talking to on Discord. You're very different. So which one of you is the real you, you know?
I mean, if anything, I'd say like you have the most new experience with this, Connor, since you probably collab with the most people online, and also you're like really close to Iron Mouse as well.
Yeah.
Which do you remember back in the day when you were like, oh, what the fuck is VTubers?
Yeah, you were like, I fucking hate VTubers.
I just I fucking hate VTubers. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And just some aspect of the community I still don't get. Like a lot of it I still don't really gel with.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm really good friends with Mouse, and that's I mean, obviously I've never met Mouse, so it's very different. But
Yeah.
I mean that's out of circumstance, not out of like
Not out of want.
Yeah, and I think that like obviously when I was younger as well, that was more circumstance, right? I can't hang out with these people. I'm never in the same space as them.
Sure.
And I think when that's the limiting factor, you don't really care as much. But you know, when you do get older, and I have 20 friends in real life that I want to hang out with, and people I want to spend time with, and it's kind of hard to then justify, hey, I'm going to hang out with people online all the time. You know what I mean? When it's like, hey, I got people in my life who are here, who I really respect, who I care for, who I want to give them the attention, give them the time, because doesn't matter how close you are to someone. You know, having that face-to-face time with people is invaluable. Being able to spend time with people is really invaluable. Physically. You know, just being in the room with someone else is really important.
Yeah, that's why like I talk to a lot of content creators, and a lot of them, a lot of people that I know personally have, I guess, like, you know, obviously you choose your friends. Maybe they were not as close to people around them as they were to people online. But a more often trend I see is that, you know, people choosing to hang out with their, I guess, friends, co-workers, collaborators online than, you know, actually meeting people in their in their vicinity. And what ends up happening is they kind of like stop being friends with the people around them. Sometimes they fall out with the people online, and then they realize, hey, I'm like kind of lonely again, you know. And I've seen that happen like a few times over the years since during, like, especially during COVID, when a lot of people started spending more time with people online. And I think if you do have some people around you that you can actually, you know, that you actually want to keep a connection with, you can, obviously online friends are real friends, you know, there are real friends, but you'll always be missing a certain piece of connection unless you are there with them physically. And I think that's so important.
Human touch is the most important, I think. Yeah, definitely. The human touch. Yeah. Just being able to do this to anyone, you know. Just being able to do this. Just being able to do this to anyone.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
Oh gosh. Oh god, he touched me. Oh god.
I'm perked up.
Yeah. I think we all pretty much still agree on that, even though it's like a very, very nuanced take. So let's move on to the next one.
All right. Watching videos at 2x speed is acceptable.
Hell no, it's not.
This one's nuanced. It's
No,
nuanced.
it's not nuanced.
It's nuanced. It's nuanced. It's
You're
nuanced.
not watching, you're consuming, Gant. There's a difference.
How many videos do you watch at not normal speed?
What the fuck are you talking about?
All of them.
Huh?
I watch all videos at normal speed.
Everyone? Even like fucking YouTube videos?
Yeah.
No fucking way. No
I don't
shot.
think I've
no
ever
shot.
The
once.
only time I'll speed up a video is if it's like a tutorial or something. I'm trying to find I'm looking for a certain bit.
Oh, I don't even do that.
But like I'll never like when I'm watching something to enjoy it, I'll never speed it up. Why would I want it to be over faster if I love it?
Yeah.
I want it to be the pace it was meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah, if there is like a piece of like content where I'm like, I want to fully sit down and immerse myself in this piece of content.
Yeah.
But if it's just like
imagine going to watch fucking Dune in the cinema. Like, hey, can you crank it up to 1.2?
I am never going to watch Dune at 2x speed, you know, but there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that deserve like the 2x speed.
Listen.
2x is a bit much. 1.5.
Listen,
Oh wow.
1.5.
Listen, God, to me,
1.5.
if I'm watching a video and I'm like, I can't bear to watch this at 1x speed, I just don't watch the video. I back out and find a video that I actually enjoy watching. You know, that's an option too.
Look, there are some people.
You don't have to watch the video, man.
Look, there are some people on YouTube, and maybe I'm also guilty of this sometimes. Where I'm just like, man, you are speaking really, really slowly, and I'm interested in the subject matter that you are trying to that you're talking about here. But you are narrating this at a very, very slow pace.
I just can't input anything when I hear something at 2x speed.
What?
I find it hard to comprehend because I'm too distracted by the fact that I'm watching this in fast forward.
Sounds like a skill issue, isn't it?
It is a skill issue. And again, it's like if it's a video where I'm like, I think that they're speaking too slowly, or I think it's just not a good video to watch at 1x speed, I just don't watch it.
Well,
I find another video.
I think there is a lot of content out there that is good and is has content that is interesting, but it's just sometimes the pacing is just off, man.
Then I don't watch the video.
Sometimes
I'll find a video with better pacing.
Look.
There's literally billions of videos on YouTube.
It's the equivalent of watching an anime and getting to the filler segment, and you're like, let's just skip the filler segment. Let's go back to the canon pieces, and let's get back to the shit I care about.
Yeah, again, I just don't watch it. If it's a filler episode, I just skip it entirely.
Would you have you ever used the skip function on Persona?
No, actually, never.
Even on replays?
Even on replays. Yeah.
You have too much motherfucking time, man. You have too much motherfucking time.
No, it's not. It's like, I think what it is that you're saying, for example, right? If it's a video that I'm super fucking invested in.
Yeah.
But let's say, for example, the narrator is talking just a little bit too slowly.
Yeah.
Or in a slower pace where it's not as immediately consumable.
Yeah.
Then what I'll do is I'll just hold on to that video and watch it at a time where I do have the time to spend to watch that video at the 1x speed.
No, because to me, okay, there's it. I don't watch everything at obviously 1.5, 2x speed. 2x is pushing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's 1.5 speed. I never do that for anime except if I'm watching it for work.
Yeah.
Which is basically when I'm going through the seasonal slot, because I remember seeing some people being like, oh, I watch Free Ren at 2x speed. And that is just beyond my understanding.
At that point, you're not watching it.
Yeah.
You're just letting it run its course.
To me, that's all about getting immersed in the story and the atmosphere and everything.
It's supposed to be slow,
but
to give you time to, consume it.
Okay. Answer me this. What is the difference between consuming a YouTube video at 1.5 speed, which is more a pace that you're comfortable with, versus opening a manga and being able to read it a bit faster, because you get to control the pace that you're consuming this piece of content, right?
That media accounts for time, whereas when you watch a show, they've already predetermined the time that it takes to watch it and the pace. Manga is not paced for you.
I don't think you've ever watched me read manga, but I read fucking slowly.
No, that's but some people
I enjoy
read really fast,
Everyone, that medium accounts for that.
Yeah.
Because
that's
the inherent.
You have the freedom to do that.
What do you mean that medium accounts for that though?
That medium is designed around there being no time constraint.
You can be as fast as you can or as slow as you can.
You can look at it as much as you want. There is when you watch something, there's sound effects, there's music that have all been tuned for that speed that you're watching it in. Gone. You are not watching.
It's all confined to a time that's already been pre-allocated.
This is why you don't like cinema.
Average cinema enjoyer, right?
Cinema enjoyers, movie slop enjoyer.
What I'm saying is, for some pieces of media, yes, that is 100% important and tuned to it. For a lot of the slop that we consume, for a lot of the media that we consume, that shit don't matter, man. That shit don't matter.
For a lot of the slop that you consume.
Not us.
I don't fucking consume that slop.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're watching a cinematic masterpiece.
I only watch art.
I only watch
Bro,
cinema.
you load up a YouTube video, you're like, absolute cinema every single time.
When I put a Selling Salt video on, I'm like,
that's cinema. I'm putting that on the TV, full screen, turning all the lights off, getting the popcorn.
That's fucking cinema.
That's cinema.
Popcorn out.
That's cinema, bro.
Nah. It's like there is too much slop out there for there to be like there's like, you know, back in the day.
I only watch cooking videos in 2x speed because they're slop.
I wouldn't blame anyone for watching my videos at 2x speed. You know?
I don't even do that.
I don't
'cause all
even
your
blame
shit's
you.
blocked in Japan.
Everyone watching this at 1.5 or 2 speed right now. I don't care. You can.
I do. Fuck you.
You can. Sometimes we ramble on for a very, very long time on Trash Taste. You might want to skip through it. I don't mind. You know. I get it, guys.
Apparently, the optimal way to get views now is if people are watching a video at 0.75.
Oh, I saw that video.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently, 1.5. Like YouTube determines that it's like bad for the video or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So Gaunt's out here actively
He's
ruining
hurting YouTube.
careers.
Well, it's like it's based on like watch time basically, right? It's because if you
So you
quicken
should
the
be talking
pace,
way too fast and
Yeah.
speed everything up.
sorry.
You should be talking way too fast.
Yeah, I mean that's why I talk at a fast pace actually.
That's
why his channel's popping off.
God makes it so that you can't 1.5. Nice.
He's
you know,
thought of everything,
it's-
guys. 15 years of YouTube knowledge right there.
Look, the way I make my videos is so that I can consume my own videos. It's like, this was even before 1.5, 2x speed is a thing. I was just like, let me just
Mr. Beasting before it was
Let
cool.
me just edit out all of the breaths and all of like the pauses in my videos because otherwise I just get too bored with it. And unless I'm like trying to set like a certain atmosphere and a certain vibe with something I'm trying to say, then
Giga ran so Mr. Beast could walk. That's crazy.
but no, that's like a normal YouTuber thing. Mr. Beast and TikTok have just extrapolated that to an nth degree. But you know, a lot of times, especially if I'm watching like opinion pieces, video essays, a lot of the time, it's just like I'm interested in the subject matter. I don't really care so much unless I know that content creator is like, you know, the way they're presenting the information is important. Sometimes consuming content on YouTube is no different than reading a Wikipedia article.
Do you watch John's videos in 1.5 speed?
Sorry?
Do you watch John's videos in 1.5 speed?
Nah. John, Super Eye Patch Wolf. John's video, he does speak very, very slowly, but that is important for him to set the tone and the emotions that
what I'm hearing is that if I know and like the person,
no,
then I will watch it.
You're missing the fucking point,
I will
Joey.
watch it at 1x speed.
You're missing the point.
If it's some like bullshit slop from someone I don't care about, you're getting 2x, bitch.
Look, if I'm watching, if it's the equivalent of some like this is like the trash TV talk all over again. You know, if I'm watching some trash TV, I don't fucking give a shit. I will happily consume that shit.
Okay.
I will just consume personally.
All right, last one. Here we go.
Who the fuck said this?
What?
I think room temperature water is tastier. Did someone say that?
I said this.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, this is true.
What was?
I actually remember this.
Yeah,
Wait, when did we win?
This was ages ago, but like it was the argument of whether you put ice in water at restaurants or not.
I hate it when they fucking put ice in my water.
And then you and I both agreed that like the crunchy ice is like the best ice to put in.
Oh, filth. Absolute filth.
You remember this talk? This is like episode like 30 or 40, I
I
think.
don't remember this. talk.
Yeah, no, I stand by this. People hate me for it, but
Wait. Explain your reasoning. Re-explain your reasoning, because I do not remember this conversation.
I like drinking water. I'm a big fan of drinking water.
Yeah, as we all
and,
are.
when it's too fucking cold, it's hard to drink a ton of it in one. And I wanted to drink tons of water, and it being too cold is a barrier to that. But when it's room temperature, I can just chug it, and it tastes good.
It's not as refreshing though.
Yes, it is. That's false.
I know, but there's some chemical in my brain that says
No, you're
cold
just dumb.
water
No, you're
more
just dumb.
refreshing.
Yeah. Especially, you know, coming from Australia where the summers are fucking insane. If I was out all day at 40-degree heat and then someone came up to me and gave me a glass of water with no ice, I think I would scream.
I don't need ice in it. Why would you need ice in it?
Because it's more refreshing.
Nah, it's not.
I think there is nothing. I think there is nothing more. Okay, so are you saying you're okay with room temperature beer then?
No, but that's not water. That's like saying, I'm sorry, Gant, do you like hot pasta? Well, then you must love cold steak.
Well, like the whole point of cold water is that it's more refreshing, like cold beer is. You know,
No, but there's no aspect of water that is enhanced by being cold. Beer,
the refreshness. The refreshing
The feeling of when it goes
The
down your
feeling-
throat.
Yeah, right, right,
It's
right.
It's almost as good as an ice cold beer.
What is the science behind something feeling refreshing? Actually, why is it
The science of refreshment.
Why is it that some
What is
foods like why is it that some why is there an optimal temperature for some foods and
Americans have been like taught.
I just saw the autofill of when Kai wrote, "Why do certain drinks?" And the first thing that came up was, "Why do certain drinks make you angry?" Like, what?
Americans are like they're like taught.
Oh, it's just alcohol again.
alcohol?
People just like they're like taught that every fucking drink should be ice fucking cold, and I'm just like,
Don't make this an American thing,
Yeah,
okay? This is not
is
for once keep America out of
This
this.
is a humanity
No, but, like,
thing.
I remember the people who reacted the hardest when I said I don't do this. I don't like ice cold water. It was Emily and Didas. They couldn't believe it. It was like their whole worldview had been shattered because someone didn't want ice cold water.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
What do you mean? I don't want it. Thirst quenching, temperature, and cooling. What is this?
The most okay, what makes food refreshing? Change foods to like drinks.
Yeah. What
Just-
makes
So it's just a preface. I don't want it warm necessarily, but I just don't want it fucking cold.
any beverage that hydrates sufficiently offers refreshment.
There you go. It's all about hydration. It's not about because that's like implying that.
Hold on, no. It's also about the experience of consuming the beverage, taste, aroma, liquid texture, temperature, visual appearance, and sound. So temperature
Yeah, I
is
mean,
a
it's
factor.
obviously
Yeah.
but those are subjective experience, and for me, temperature.
Well,
is
I
not
could
one of
say
those. Yeah.
eating cold pizza is a subjective experience, but I'm not going to say it's like I prefer cold pizza over
Some
like
people do.
fucking. Whomst.
People do. There are a lot of people out there. That
Yeah,
prefer
but that's
cold.
not one I want to be friends with.
Okay, well, then I guess you don't want to be friends with me.
You don't know a single person.
I do know.
I'm sure there is someone in humanity out there that likes cold
Google
pizza.
who likes cold pizza.
I'm sure there is someone out there, but anecdotally, I don't believe you know a single
Why do
person that would
Americans
actually
like to
say
eat
that.
cold pizza?
They had to settle after a night in the fridge. Yeah, people love fucking cold pizza, bro.
But do you know? Do you know?
Yeah, I know people. Yeah, I know people who like cold pizza.
Fuck off, Connor.
I do. I
Fuck
do.
off. Absolutely
I
no
just
way
don't
do I.
understand why it's so incomprehensible that I would prefer room temperature water.
The same way it's
The water,
incomprehensible.
have you not noticed that the water we always drink on these sets is room temperature gone?
I
That's
would
because
prefer it.
That's because we don't have fucking ice in this.
Yeah,
office.
Isn't it good that you don't have to worry about how fucking cold it is? In
Yeah,
your
but I would
esophagus?
enjoy this a million times more for that ice.
I enjoy it that I can chug it.
Unfortunately, we don't have an ice machine like we used to because I
We
remember
had
in
an ice machine?
Yeah, but then I think it got destroyed.
We never
Yeah.
had an ice machine.
I don't remember. Oh, maybe like
What the heck?
yeah.
We had an ice mold, but we lost it somewhere.
We went fuck.
Maybe
around.
we had
I'm
like
not
an
fucking
ice
around with
mold or
ice molds.
something.
Ice molds are a pain in the fucking ass.
This was before we got the water
Yeah, we have a
dispenser.
water dispenser.
Oh,
We have water cooler now. It's like cooled, which is enough. I would prefer like ice cold.
I would rather drink boiling hot water than not like boiling hot.
I was going to say go
I
on
would
go
rather-
go on.
But
Go. I was about to clap back.
I would rather.
I was ready.
You know,
I was like,
you know some of the water dispensers. They have the hot option and the cold option.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink the hot than the cold option.
That just destroys your entire argument because with the hot, you can't even drink it as fast because it's so fucking hot.
Yeah, but to me, it's not just about like chugging it. I just don't like how it tastes as much. I think it just tastes weird when it's so cold. To me. No, it's not only the chugging factor, but when I go to the gym,
Wait, you just said said it like I swear to God, you just said it doesn't affect the taste at all. It's not about the taste.
what do you mean?
Also, I don't think the taste is different.
Well, I mean, water tastes different at different temperatures. I'm pretty sure it does. Can we Google this actually?
No. We don't need to Google this.
no.
This
We do
this
need
is
to
not.
Google. I know. I need
this is
science.
something
No,
we
no,
all.
No, you fear the answer.
No.
No. You
This is-
fear it. Google it.
I'm gonna say no. Bro,
because water
water.
does water have a taste?
Yes. of
Yes,
course.
water has a
Yeah,
taste. Yeah,
has a
water has a taste. I don't believe it tastes different.
That might sound counterintuitive, but warm water tends to taste sweeter and more acidic. Cold water, on the other hand, suppresses sensitivity of our taste buds and quells any impurities. The water It tastes slightly different. Yeah, I don't
So
like...
cold water is more refreshing.
How did you get... How the fuck did you get that?
Because it quells any impurities that make the water taste slightly better. Therefore, it's clearer.
What the fuck?
I have never drunk a warm cup of water
And gone, that was refreshing.
and
Wait,
gone,
I just saw
that changed the
Oh,
taste. That changed the
let's
taste.
fucking go. The best water temperature for taste differentiation is room temperature in our survey of water sommeliers. There you
What?
fucking go.
You do not
The
go.
water sommeliers
You do
agree
not-
with me.
You
You're all...
shut the fuck
you and
up,
your
Connor.
peasant
You
taste
shut
buds.
the fuck
You have
up.
to have it
No.
ice cold.
No.
Me and the fellow sommeliers.
I am never.
Pause, pause.
Okay,
I am,
pause for a second.
pause. I don't fucking believe a single word from someone who calls themselves a water sommelier.
Look, me and the other
That is
sommelier.
the most.
Jean
I made it.
Perrier the First
No.
That is
taught
the
me
most- No.
everything
I
he
made
knows
it-
about water sommelier.
Water sommelier is the most. I made it the
You-
fuck up occupation.
You are not sitting
You
here being
fear
like,
for the knowledge that is forbidden, Garn. You fear for the knowledge that haunts behind the books that you don't dare open. You cannot comprehend that room temperature water is the tastiest.
Look,
and you fear it.
if this was the other way around, you'd be like, water sommelier is a made-up job. It is a worthless occupation. I don't know why it exists at all.
I can see
How
it.
dare you? How dare you? How dare you get on the backs of
I can literally picture it.
working water
Just be like,
sommeliers?
"Oh, what? No one even knows what a water sommelier is. What is this chat?
It's one
this
of the
is
most
crazy.
It's one of the most respectful
I
jobs.
have never had a glass of water and would have been like, this would have tasted a little better if it was 5 degrees warmer.
What is
Well, that's
the
because
what is the
you're-
pH in this? 6?
I mean, God, don't get mad at the sommeliers for your poor palate. Don't get mad at them for your lack of knowledge. And
do you drink
understanding.
water for the taste?
No, the refreshment. But
Exactly.
But,
yes,
but,
exactly.
But
Nobody.
But it's a bonus because the taste is, as we all have now learned, superior at room temperature. So I can rejoice at my room
No,
temperature.
you
water.
drink it for the refreshment and the refreshment of. You could give me fucking, untainted water from the Antarctic that has been like chiseled off the ice caps and fucking tap
Well, actually,
water.
I think that some of that is tainted. Actually,
Whatever.
Salt
Whatever,
water.
whatever the purest form of
What-
water.
what- the ice caps are normally salt-
whatever the
salt
purest
water gone.
fucking water you could like think of versus like fucking British tap water,
A
and you
spring,
give
a volcano spring.
A volcano
Is that-
spring,
is that a
sure.
thing? I'm missing words.
Volcanoes,
I know springs are normally where the good water comes from.
whatever the fuck they are.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I still got
wait. Are the water up in the Arctic like tainted, or you just
salt
like
water, isn't it?
Salt water doesn't freeze.
Yes, it does.
yeah, salt water freezes,
It
but
freezes
the ones
at
in
a
the
lower
Arctic
temperature.
are fresh water, right?
Wait, you think salt water freezes? Of course it does. Oh, can have heavy metals and persistent organic pollutants. This is why your water,
it says pollution in the Arctic Ocean, not the Arctic, not the fucking ice caps. All right.
Okay, are the Arctic ice caps
in
polluted?
like Antarctica and all that shit. Like,
Okay, hold on. I can't wait for the heavy metals in this one.
look, it's the fucking ice that has been untouched for like generations. Nah.
Bro, it says it's got mercury and microplastics.
Ain't no way.
The Arctic ice has mercury in it? How
Nah.
the fuck did that happen?
Nah. This
God's like,
this
no,
cabin.
there must be a mistake.
This
Let's
cabin.
check the real ice caps.
This
There is
cabin right now.
mercury.
The main
Heavy
contaminants
metals.
in the Arctic region are heavy metals
Lead.
such as mercury and lead and persistent organic
How the
pollutants.
fuck did they get in there?
God,
This ice is like
God.
millennia old. What the fuck?
You know it goes in cycles, right? It's not like always, all of the things are always frozen all the time. Some of it freezes and some of it thaws.
Well, not the fucking not Antarctica. Antarctica, okay, like the.
What do
Surely,
you mean? Antarctica is literally melting.
I know
Those are the
Antarctica
ice
is
caps
melting
around it, but you know
But
there's-
if it melts, yes, it goes in cycles over the course of like fucking millennia.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, this
But
might be a good time to test our knowledge of Antarctica. How much
Yeah.
do we know about Antarctica?
How much do we know?
It's okay. One thing that I've always wondered, right, about Antarctica, and the giant cap, is it's all ice, isn't it? It's not, or is it a landmass that has a ton of ice and then a surrounding area with a giant ice perimeter?
Wait, what?
And the ice cap, right?
Wait, don't Google this guy. What are you asking?
Like because there's two layers of the ice caps.
Are you
There's
saying that there's a land island underneath all the ice?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's 2 layers of ice?
So
cap?
the ice caps have the ones that constantly thaw and freeze.
Yeah.
That freeze and then when the summer they thaw.
Yeah.
And then it builds up again when
Yeah.
all of it starts collecting. But there's one permanent chunk of ice that normally doesn't melt, but obviously now it is melting thanks to global warming.
Yes.
But I wasn't sure if there's any land underneath that.
I believe there is
Yeah.
land.
How big
underneath
is it?
that.
How big is that land? I always wondered that.
I don't believe it's like one singular landmass.
It's like a
but
bunch of ones.
It's
Like
a
lots of
bunch.
islands?
See, I guess we're so woefully uneducated in the shenanigans of Antarctica. I don't really.
Because you never get taught this shit.
Yeah, but all I know is that because if
the ice caps
Antarctica
constantly
melts,
melt and then freeze again. You know that, right?
sorry.
The outer area of
Yes, I know like the outer
Constantly
area
freezes,
is
yeah.
constantly different, but
Yeah.
more and more is melting like each year. So that the more you go inland, the less the ice has been like changed, just because it's been there frozen for like so fucking long, right?
I'm not saying anything because I know fuck all.
that's like I think that's like more so isn't it like deep ice though? That's like the really like the lower layers of the ice that hasn't, because obviously the top layers are always refreezing, because that's how they can, because the reason why we have a lot of information about the planet is because they dig into that ice cap
Because
to
it's-
get samples.
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Right,
Because
right.
it basically is a
Time capsule.
is a record of like Earth,
Because the layers
and,
keep freezing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So up there we have like ice that has been like untouched for millennia.
But how big is the land? I mean, how big is the land underneath, or like what does it look like, or is there some kind of CG model that my simple brain can comprehend?
Yeah, like what would
Point
Antarctica
being,
look like if all the ice melted?
Point being, has the ice caps ever melted?
I was going to say, point being, that water is not good. You should not be drinking that water.
Point being,
You might
is
as well
that-
drink from the sewage.
Oh yeah, look
like-
at that. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
there you go, yeah,
see,
there you
I
go.
was right. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a giant land underneath it,
Huh.
Point being,
because that's where all the explorers try to get to when the ice thaws, when they used to go,
Right.
because the boats
Huh.
couldn't really get through it.
Okay.
See, isn't that cool?
pretty cool.
The more we know. See, I was pretty sure there was a land, but then when you said that, you made me question if I was about to say something dumb, that there was land underneath it. And I was like, wait, am I wrong? But then
why was the land underneath it going to be a rebuttal to anything else?
oh, because you were like, don't Google it, as if to be like, I just said something completely
Oh, no, I just-
dumb.
I
No,
was
we were
like-
just testing ourselves.
I was just testing
yeah.
ourselves. I was like, if
Yeah,
we're gonna out
'cause-
ourselves as dumb, let's
yeah.
not have Google as
Yeah, 'cause I was like, oh my god, am I dumb? I thought that Antarctica was like actually a piece of land this whole time that had ice on it. Like,
not that
I was
anyone-
like, what the heck?
Not that anyone would know, because Antarctica's never melted in our lifetimes or humanity's lifetime, surely, right?
No, but if you go to
I have no
go to Antarctica cycle animation, like, and you can see it's kind of cool because it's kind of impressive just how much of it melts every year.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume that it melts during the seasons, but there is
let's play the first one.
certainly a part of Antarctica
Yeah,
that would
just
be
open it up.
remain like.
Sea ice coverage from that.
Okay, yeah,
season.
this is-
Oh.
that's it.
Oh,
Yes.
so that's all the ice.
But
right.
you can see this is over the years, right?
Yeah.
So the normally those chunks were permanent, the main part, but also that area that expands every year is getting smaller as well.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
see that too.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I saw it. Yeah, I know. There's like an ice cycle with Antarctica, but
Yeah, it's
I know
different.
that's like what I was trying to say was like inland that ice should be fucking untouched, right?
I guess.
I think the surface stuff though changes. I'm not sure though.
Well, certainly there won't be fucking microplastics and mercury unless something's
yeah.
gone very fucking wrong.
I mean, depends how deep we're going, but it could be. Who knows what else? Could be like ash. Could be ash is good for you actually.
could be. I mean, how is it anymore?
Ash is good for you. Well, in
Anymore,
small
or
amounts.
that I think the worst that could happen is maybe some like 1,000-year-old bacteria,
Yeah, right.
microbes.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, you could be
some
getting
shit.
like mad fuck bacteria in there.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
know what's fucked me over? Because like in your mind, this should be like the most
Why?
refreshing water of your
Why,
life.
why is the Trash Taste YouTube account Watch Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity?
I mean, because it's a banger.
Who's listening to all these songs on the Trash Taste?
Yo, that is a banger song.
It's a banger. I'm saying,
I will say,
I'm okay with it.
I will say.
It's a banger.
Yeah, do you know what ruined it was there was this one video where the top comment was like, "Oh, today I learned about like the ice parasites," and
There's loads of like fucked up shit in there.
yeah, like,
Damn.
there's like a parasite that lives in ice. Okay, can you search up like worm or parasites?
Ice parasite?
Ice parasites. That just ruined my perception of how refreshing.
That is
all
a
this-
sick band name. Ice parasite.
Ice worm.
Ice
yeah,
worms.
ice worm. Yeah, there we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I could be living in very old ice caps.
Yeah.
Well, this is
Goddamn.
why.
Glacier ice worms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ew.
God fucking damn it, man.
Gross.
Always.
Also, you can't. You can't really like survive off eating snow as a water source because the amount of energy your body takes to cool it down
Yeah.
is so high that you'll have a hard problem hydrating yourself off just snow.
Yeah, but refreshing though, right?
No, it's not. Also, snow tastes gross. If you've ever had snow,
Snow does taste.
snow
gross.
tastes. You have to boil it.
Yeah.
and then you have like a bunch of shit on the top, and you're like, oh.
But I'm not going to let go of that ice water. No, I'm just like.
I'm
nah.
going to keep
Where does the
enjoying my ice
freshest water on Earth come from?
Yeah, go on.
Also, by the way, I'm right. The overall point is that I'm right. Okay, we just,
You're believing a bunch of water sommeliers?
yes.
No, you're not. Patagonia
such as
region.
Antarctica.
Antarctica, fuck. Okay, yeah.
Or even upstate. No, fuck off.
Upstate New York. All right, shit.
It's in the Patagonia region in Chile.
This is paid propaganda by the
water sommeliers.
New York.
Bro, if you ever meet a New Yorkan, or I don't know, it's not the right word for it. A New Yorkan? What are they called?
Yankee?
New Yorkan?
New Yorker.
New Yorker, yeah,
New
New
Yorker.
Yorkan.
New York.
They'll be like, you gotta understand, our water's the best. That's why the pizza tastes so good. And you're like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I like that they said like it's all countries: Canada, Iceland, Antarctica, or even upstate New York.
Shocker, guys.
All right,
even upstate New York.
Whom's paid them to write this?
New York
guys?
government is paying scientists to say this. I don't
This is
buy it.
paid
I've seen
propaganda.
those rats.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's
no way.
Those rats aren't there for the clean water, guys.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why those rats are so massive. It's
Yeah.
because they're getting that fresh water. They're like, I'm so hydrated right now.
Point is, Connor,
alright.
you should.
I'm right. Point is,
change
I'm
your-
Point is, you're a
You
psychotic.
should change your mind, man.
I'm right.
It's not enough.
I'm right, and that's been Trash Taste. Thank you.
That's the tagline. I'm right, and that's been Trash Taste.
All right.
Well, hey, look at all these patrons.
Look at all of them. How right I am.
I bet they have great taste as well.
Better than me? Not quite.
It's not hard. But hey, every single week, by the way, if you guys do support us over on the Patreon, then you'll get yourselves an exclusive weekly
Sugoi.
Patreon video. In fact, we have one that you can enjoy right after this video right now. Take a watch.
If you want to turn on Hackscon, press F3.
F3 just gets me all of the stats. For
Yeah, I just wanted to freak you out. It serves no
Press the wrong
purpose.
button.
Actually, it is kind of useful later.
Oh no! Okay, I died.
But hey, if you want to check that out, as well as a bunch of other Patreon videos we've released in the past, as well as just supporting the channel overall, then head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify.
If there are any water sommeliers on,
Let yourselves be known
let
in the comments.
yourselves be known.
I need to
so
see your credentials.
We can ban you from
What?
ever
They're right.
commenting on
They're right.
anything at all.
Thank you, Water Sommeliers. I hope you enjoyed Trash Taste. And we'll see you next week, Water Sommeliers. Bye.
Bye.